Hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Blair. Thank you so much for joining us, and happy Wednesday. We're glad you're with us tonight. So tonight is a special night. We've got incredible values. Now, I must say, if you were with us on Monday, our last broadcast, you know that we have experienced some technical difficulties with our broadcast partners. Not on our end, unfortunately, but something out of our control. So it looks like a lot of those issues will be continuing tonight. So for those of you that are here, you're really lucky, because I got to tell you, we've got quite the show for you, and we are going to really continue with some extra special values to kind of compensate for the fact that we're probably not going to have all of our viewers tonight. So this is where it's an exciting night to be shopping, because we've still got the great lineup. We've got the brand new. We've got the big top of the hours. We've got the values. They're just going to be even better than what you're used to seeing. So we're really excited about this show. And again, if you can stay with us, this is going to be the best time to shop for the next 3 hours. So maybe just put everything else aside and watch these values come to you. As usual, a lot of one-of-a-kinds to show you tonight, but we do have some very, very cool pieces. Some of these museum meltdowns we're going to give you as well. Last call in the air on those. They're really exotic or unique or specialty or designer pieces that are getting their last call at a newly reduced price that takes them below cost, so that we don't have to, the theories, we'd like to not take them apart. There was a lot of love and time and TLC that went into creating them, so we'd rather they go out to great homes like yours. So it is going to be a night to see a few more of those on the way. We're going to see those out the door. We've got bracelets. We've got some beautiful bigger necklaces, some big diamond pieces, a yellow diamond that's large. But then it's also going to be about exotics here. And we've got exotics that tonight, really the theme is exotics at not so exotic a price tag, because that's what's happening. We've got a color change sphene that is coming up. It is the finest I have seen here. I introduced this stone to the world many, many years ago. It was back in 2017, and I was kind of new on the scene at that time here at TVON, but it was really still one of my great privileges to share this stone with you and actually debut it worldwide. We've actually got, I would say, out of everything we've had thus far, we have the most specialty variety of that stone here tonight. I've never seen a stone like this. It is super, super clean, and it's got really just magnificent cutting to it. Now, we also have, in those same lines, we've got a Congolese tourmaline, finest I've seen there. So it's going to be an outstanding emerald cut. Tony and I agreed on this. I think that it's our favorite mounting, both of us together. We love this mounting. So we've got a great mounting that I think you're going to like as well with the Congolese emerald cut. We've also got a beautiful Morganite, and all these pieces are going to be super limited. So when you see them and you love them, make sure you dial in early so you can be a part of them. But we have a gorgeous round pink Morganite. This is not the Morganite color you see everywhere else. That is typically a peachy light material. We've got the best of the best. So that's going to be coming up as well in a bridge mounting. You'll love that. And then we even have some Morganite earrings to go with it, and then a lot of one-of-a-kinds to get through. But let me tell you, with this show being the more limited audience, we already have hundreds of people calling in here looking for us. So that just means we are not broadcasting to all of our partners. So that means that you all that are here are getting extra special discounts. And this is why I'd also recommend give us your requests at all. I purposely, when I found out the news that we don't have everybody tonight, purposely arranged that we could really just kind of unlock the vaults. Every single one of them have access to every single piece that we have, so that if there is anything you want to see, anything at all, you know you're in a select group tonight, so we would love to just cater to you specifically, as we usually like to do. But again, we'll rely on your request to come on in, let us know what you'd like to see, and then we'll bring it on out for you, and then that extra discount is going to happen as well. So we're actually going to get started with, there are already a few discounts on some very exquisite designer diamond pieces. We're going to start with the first one, which is actually yellow diamonds. Take a look at this. This is a very special ring, and it's got the princess cuts first of all, and then the round brilliance, and that's where you see the mix of the yellow and the white diamonds. Now, we'll be saying this a lot as we usually do, but it is a one of a kind, so keep that in mind. It's 112-4924, and this is going to have that one of a kind aspect, but it's also, that's what's unusual about it, is they are princess cuts for the yellow diamonds. You've got a lot of those beautiful larger stones that we see, usually sometimes they're going to be round. This is a beautiful princess cut 4 times over with that crisscross of the white diamonds in between to give it a little interest, and then continuing with the white diamonds down the sides from, actually I got to show you from this angle, because it's actually, look at that, it's a bridge. So you get that sweep of the white diamonds that runs underneath the centerpiece. And then you've got the mirror finished gold, which is all 18 karat, as you can probably already tell by looking, because the idea is we wanted to really match the yellow diamonds. They're so saturated, we needed to put the 18 karat gold together with it so it could match that level of color you're getting in the diamonds themselves. So it's an exciting night to be with us. Trust me, you are going to see values you've never witnessed before, and I know we're all about the values, so I know you expect great values, but that's my my job is to make sure that this night is the unexpected, better than you've ever seen. And that's why it is going to be the perfect night to shop. Now, this is 1 carat. We just added them all together, gave you that 1 carat total weight here, but you're going to get this incredible value. And I mean, it's really a superstar value because this whole ring in the 18 karat gold, which is built like it's 3 rings in one, because you do have that bridge element. You do have the mirror finish bands as well that are running around it, through it, underneath it, all of that. Well, guess what that's going to do? We're going to get you a great value, and I don't know about you, but 18 karat gold bands right now run $4,000 or $5,000 each. When you have the amount of 3 different 18 karat gold bands in one, and then you add a carat in diamonds that are both yellow and white diamonds, that is extremely special. We could be asking $10,000 for this ring, but you know us, we do not. So this is for my first caller who says, yes, take a look at it. It's not going to be even, oh, no, not $10,000. No, that'd be lovely. But we're going to do better than that, and a lot better, because it's not going to be 9 or 8 or 7 or 6 or 5. And back in the day, this used to be $39.99, and we're going to make it a lot more affordable than that as well. But that is that specialty piece that we love. And then again, please note those white diamonds, they do go all the way underneath. So you've got that bridge setting. It just doesn't look like those traditional bridge mountings that are more squared off typically that we have here pretty frequently. But it's not $3,000 or $2,000 or $1. It's not even $1,000. It's only going to be $9.99. First caller on that one, so you got to call early. And then we've got so many really diamond specials here. There's a diamond necklace that's affordable. We've got a couple specialty diamond rings that are going to be coming up like this one. Here's what it looks like on the hand, because I know you're anxious to see what that's all about and see that amazing color. You've got it. Congratulations. Now look at this. We're going to go even larger with this next ring, and I don't know if it's going to sit beautifully, but I need to show you every which way, all the angles, all the dimensions, all of this, both satin finish, mirror finish, and then a bouquet of diamonds that sit within this heart-shaped ring, but very abstract. It's item number 112-4739, and then another 18 karat gold piece. This time around, it's 18 karat white gold. And there you have the inside that's finished as it is. Look at that. And this is where, again, you saw how quickly that last one went. You're probably thinking, wait a minute. How did that go so quickly? It's because they called in well before I gave it the price. And that's what you want to do on everything that you see that you love. Never wait. It's just a tip from me to you to how to shop successfully here, is that you really do want to be in on the phone lines before it is priced, because there's a lot of your fellow shoppers out there that understand, especially on a Wednesday when the values are getting extra wild here, that it's important to be on the phone lines. That way it gives you the first opportunity to say yes. Now that's 18 karat gold. It's 33 points in diamonds. They're all bigger stones that are really clustered and then elevated. I mean, it almost reminds me of what we see if you see floral designs that have the stamen in diamonds. It looks a little bit like that, except you see the fold over design of the abstract asymmetric heart. And then again, look at the inside that's all mirror finished, then the band that's all mirror finished, then it's going to carry through the inside. So you get a lot of that mirror-like reflection underneath the diamonds, but then guess what's happening? You've got that fold over style, so it really creates that dimension. Thanks, Tone. That's good to know. So our satellite's up and running, cable not so much. But again, we'll take what we can get. 2 days ago at this time, we had nobody. So, you know, it'll take what we can get. I'll take halfsies. But take a look at that. That's a very special piece that you have there. And then that's the size. So it's got a great big dimension to it, as we see. And it's going to be super, super, super affordable, like $39.99 would be. But it's actually going to be better than that. And you've got, again, a lot of 18 karat gold here. And then how different is it and exciting is it to have a heart shape for a ring instead of the traditional way, which is a pendant, right? Usually we see them in pendants and necklaces, something a little different here. And we'll make it $9.99 as well, because I really want to send out a lot of jewelry tonight, and that's going to be a tall task. So it is going to be a great night to shop some exotics, some discounts, some great rarities, pieces you've seen and pieces you haven't. New styles are here in abundance, plus your requests, whatever they may be, but that's got to go when you've got all that 18 karat gold. And look at that. That's the satin finishing. So it almost still has this beautiful sheen to it. It's almost like when you get great satin finishing, it's like it creates a chatoyancy. Do you see the top ripple there? How it looks like there's this light glow that's going around it? That's what the satin finishing does. We think high polish would give you the most reflection, but in actuality, if you get a really good satin finishing, a lot of times that's going to actually account for a lot of that beautiful glow as well. Just again, different textures that make it oh so designer. We've got a very large Paraiba. I don't know if you guys have seen this designer pendant slash pin. It's 2 ways to wear it. Have you seen this with the rare Rubellite? I am still ever so fascinated by this, because I've marveled at the way it's made for a long, long time. I had to take a loop to it today to finally figure out how did they do this. And I'll tell you, it is one of the most unusual tricks that you can do for showing off a gem and making it look like a fancy floral cut when it's not. So we'll get that one up here for you. And then I know we had, was it a couple of, maybe a week ago or so, we had this amazing purple sapphire bracelet. Do you remember it? It was the chevron shape. I wanted to show you what I brought out here, because it is this month's birthstone. We are now, gosh, we're more than halfway through September, if you can believe that. And it's item number 11186552. And this is an extraordinary blue sapphire bangle bracelet. But bangle, I use that term in a couple of ways. It's a cuff style, but it's actually going to give you, instead of just stretching it open to maneuver it and put it on, you're actually going to have a kickstand hinge, so it makes it really, really easy to both put on and take off. But you've got a style that actually, I would love this stacked. I remember we had the purple sapphire version the other day, and it was very quick to go because it was a huge discount. This one will be as well. But we're actually going to a really large stone here. It's a carat 20 in that perfect royal blue. It's exactly the color you would want if you're really kind of ordering up the best sapphire color in the world as far as the blues are concerned. This is definitely it. But it's also going to be, you get diamonds lining the top of the bracelet. It's got that chevron shape, which is very reminiscent of our wonder rings that we love so much. That's what you have here. But guess what? That birthstone that is for this month is that ideal color and that beautiful glow that it has. You can see the clarity it has, and it's going to stay in the white gold. But you've got a really easy way to wear it. It's going to fit an average size wrist. Even if you're a little smaller or a little larger than average, keep in mind that's going to be fine because it's got that opening. It's not meant to sit really tight on the wrist. It's our 72 points in the diamonds to line the front and then come to that subtle point there to create that chevron and then that perfect teardrop shape, which really accentuates that. So 2 ways to wear it. I would love to see it stacked. If you already own this style, it would look lovely stacked together. Let me show you from a distance, and this is how it works, by the way. And so you can see it's a little open work, but you've got, this is what we call the kickstand hinge. So you open it up and close it only on one side because then the rest is easy. Watch, you just slip it on over the wrist like so, and then you just one-handed, really 2 fingers, you can close it there on the other side. So it's really simple and easy. I mean, that is just one of the easiest you will ever wear. And of course you can put it the other way as well with that pear shape going up towards the forearm. You can do that also, but look at how beautiful that is on the hand, on the wrist, and yet so easy to put on, so easy to take off, but rest assured it's going to stay. There's only about a maybe 3/4 inch opening there, and you see how easily that comes off there just because of that open and closed hinge. So really simple there. But let's take another look at it up close and personal. We're going to give you a huge value on this one. It is a piece that's been in the vault for a while. $49.99 is where it was. We've got a better value than that tonight. So remember, our heart-shaped ring, that 18 karat gold, is still here. This one, even if you have other traditional bracelets, line bracelets, tennis bracelets, bangle bracelets, this would still stack and layer. We know there's a big trend towards stacking, layering, and building up the arm candy, right? And that means you can really layer and add as many as you want, and that's a very chic look. But also, this one, don't think because of its shape that it doesn't layer. It actually layers beautifully because one side of it, that non-pointed edge, is going to be that perfect kind of nesting effect for any of your other bracelets, no matter what they may be, traditional or not. So you can still stack and layer this with everything you already wear. We're not asking you to put those other favorite bracelets aside. This one still works and plays beautifully with others. So we'll take a look at it. It's not $49.99. And actually, it's looking like if you want to wait a couple of days, we can change the gold color. So I don't think it's a total deal breaker. If you want the rose or the yellow gold, we could do that. But again, one size fits most here on this one, yet it's not even $2,000. It's only $19.99 for our traditional. But that doesn't mean basic, because blue sapphires are very rarely going to be, it's tough to achieve that top quality. And I want to show you here face up right into that stone so you can really see how magnificent it is of a blue sapphire that's got that open color to it. Nice and bright, beautifully set. And then of course that little natural point that it gives you at $19.99. We have gold quartz. We have a couple of Paraibas in this first hour, big Paraibas that are priced exquisitely. There is a Royal Zambaran that's very large here tonight as well. It's, I think, one of our last of the Royal Zambarans that's coming up. It's almost a 4 carat, so we'll see that also. But then there's, speaking of, we've got great Art Deco styles tonight. And I wanted to show you this necklace. If you have not seen this one, this is just a combination that just is magnificent, isn't it? It's actually a combination of some of your rarest pinks and greens together. And I think that combination, it just makes me so happy to see those pinks and greens together. It's unexpected. It's not one that I think we think of as a traditional combination of colors, but when you see it, really tends to work. Now, it's calling all rose gold lovers here because it's item number 11211300. $900. It's going to be set in rose gold only. It is 18 karat gold though, so to upgrade you on a necklace when you've got the complete, yes, chain attached, as you'll see here, and it does have some adjustability. It'll be about, let's see, you've got about an inch away there, so about 18 and 17 inches, so you can adjust it that way. But it's actually going to be, listen to these carat weights. You got 18 karat gold. Those are sapphire garnets. We could have gone a lot more simple. We went with the exotic greens of the Savorites that we love, and then you've got the 112 and the pink sapphires. They are baguettes, and then you also have, actually, we've got a 29-point diamond weight as well that's going to go east to west. Now, I know you're ready to see it on the neckline to gauge the size, but also keep in mind that's a beautiful, heavier, almost like a flattened roller link, so it's got a little more wow factor to it because it's a little wider, and the more surface area of the gold, the better off you are as far as that shine, which you can already see there on the left side where the light's hitting it. And then, of course, you've got the options of wearing it here or here on that neckline. So again, you can kind of maneuver it as you wish, but it's amazing how combinations, I think that people sometimes shy away from combination pieces, worried that it's not going to go, whereas I think it's the exact opposite. I think you've got an ability to wear this with just about everything because of the pinks and the greens together there. So we're going to take it a lot lower than where it's ever been, and it's supposed to be $39.99 because, again, you got 18 karat rose gold, a lot of that. I want to take it up close as well so you can see it, all the details, the oval stones, the baguette stones, the round brilliant stones, 3 different cuts there, and then that beautiful combination and the way they look together. It's only going to be $999 here tonight, so a beautiful way to get a necklace with all those fancy cuts, those fancy colors, the combination together that looks like so much fun. And again, there's something that feels a little Art Deco about this one as well, as we'll see later on with the Congolese stone, one of our favorite mountings. So $9.99 gives us about 30 seconds with that one. Then how about more in the yellow diamonds and the white diamonds? You know how the yellow and white diamond ring that we had to start the show went so quickly? I've got another example that's going to pair up that combination together for you. And don't forget about our blue sapphire bracelet. The cuff style bracelet is also still here. We've got the Rubellite pendant that I'm going to show you. I'm so excited about that one. And then we'll get on with our Paraibas here. 2 of the green blues that we have for you are coming your way, but that is a lot of rose gold. Look at that finishing in the inside. So you see a lot of ample gold presence there on the rose gold on the inside as well. And then that great, like a thicker but also flattened roller link. So very special the way it's got that sheen off of the gold. Now, this is the other ring that I would say if you missed out on my first yellow and white diamond combination, here's another option for you that you're going to love. It's 112-4918, but another example, like most of my pieces are tonight, they're going to be one of a kinds, but look at this. This is a lighter yellow diamond. It is still a yellow diamond. It's more what we consider the canary yellows. And then that's set in the yellow gold. And then the rest of the way you have the white diamonds. But there's a mix here where it's not just 18 karat gold, it's actually 18 karat yellow gold, and then all the white metal you see, which is the vast majority of the ring, is platinum. So a huge upgrade there to get into platinum when you've got your white metal choices. Obviously there's sterling silver, there's white gold, and then of course there is platinum. And platinum the most exquisite. So that would be that extra dense feel that you've got. There's a nice presence and feel to that. You've got also, again, remember these are big diamonds individually on the yellows, and then all the rest of the white diamonds, that's going to be pave. Take a look at it. You're going to love this one. It is a platinum 18. It's 36 points in the marquise cuts. That would be total there. So you've got 18 on each one, and that's 18 and 18, and then the rest of the pave is 51 points, so your total will be 87 points in diamond weight all together. But it's got that overall, think of it like the bypass style, but they can be very narrow and very simple, or they can be a little wider and more pronounced like this one is. So that's definitely what you're getting here. It's one only. It stays as is, so you got to love it in that two-tone metal, which I don't think there's any other way you'd want to put it, with the white diamonds in the white metal there, platinum, and your yellow diamonds set subtly with those north-south prongs on the very tips of your marquise cuts. Here's what it looks like on the hand. We're going to size it for you to whatever size you need as well, so don't you worry a thing about that. If it's not your size right now, at a size 5, it's not a problem. We'll make it whatever size you need it to be, but that's what we do. And yet, look at how beautiful and large. And then, of course, those really substantial yellow diamonds that you're getting to go with it, which is part of the wow factor of this ring, is why on earth is something with 2 big yellow diamonds under $4,000 at $39.99? That's already A bit stunning, but we only have the one. And remember, you're getting very close to a carat in overall diamond weight, but the yellows really amp it up. The white diamonds we love that really create that larger bypass style. You're not even going to spend, no, it's not $2,000 or $1,999. Going a lot lower for you on everything tonight. Again, we've got only about, we've got a small fraction of our typical viewership tonight, and we're aware of that. So we're really trying to make sure that these extra values, because again, we can't leave anything left. Here, we've got brand new coming up. We got to make room in all the vaults for all the brand new. So here's where you get something very, very special. And we're going to take it down. You know what? Don't even leave it at $19.99, even with those really, really large yellow diamond marquise cuts you have. We're going to take it even lower. And how about this? Only $9.99 yet again. Another ring that's designer and the ultimate in metals, and yet you've got it for under $1,000 only. When you're talking about a ring that is as wide as that is, has as much presence of the metal, and yet a designer piece that really looks lovely and probably doesn't look like what you already have, because we tend to buy those classics, and I would say this is a little bit more unique certainly than what you might already have that you wear, and that's what makes it fun. And maybe you want to get it sized up bigger to wear on the middle or the index finger. A lot of times these larger, wider rings like this that have this great length and elongation, that's a natural idea there to think about wearing those on what are typically the larger fingers of the hand. And yet look at this. This is one that I am just absolutely enamored with, this complete ring, the whole ring, the stone and everything else, and the way it's set. It's stunning. We've had some of our best exotic museum zircons of late, and that is another one, and it's brand new right now. So we're going to see that. We're going to see this gorgeous rich golden color that looks like the most intense yellow diamond ever. We're going to see that on the way. We do have a new gold quartz. I also have a Congolese stone. Remember how quickly the orangey pink stone was the other day? Because you think Congo and you probably think about the blue greens. Look at this. That is, it reminds me of a Paraiba, but even more exotic because it's got a little bit more of that peachy tone to it. And that's going to be out of the Congo, the same mine that produces those blue greens that we're all so in love with right now. So that's going to be here. And then, yes, we do have a traditional blue green, but a very special emerald cut Congolese tourmaline as well. So lots of one-of-a-kinds to get through. That's one of them at $9.99. Take it if you love it. Platinum and 18 karat gold. Tell me where you're going to find that. That is why we're saying here's your chance to pick it up. We're going ahead to discount. This is a perfect example of what we mean by meltdowns, right? The museum meltdowns. It's either sell it or melt it, because really when you talk about that much metal, it'd be much more logical to actually take the stones out and repurpose the metal by actually melting that down and reusing that platinum and reusing that 18 karat gold. But there was a lot of, again, time and love put into it in the first place. So we decided to just go ahead and give you that great value that's hopefully going to see it out the door and sell it. That would be the better idea here, because, you know, obviously labor is labor, and that's valuable too. Time is money. So it's just better to get it out the door at a great low price. You get the treat of saving so much extra, and we don't have to take jewelry apart, because we're more in the business of making it, not breaking it down. So we want to keep that pattern going. And then we've got, should we get to our first big Paraiba of the night? Because I got two big Paraibas. I've got a pear shape and I've got a cushion cut. And we're going to start with, we might as well start with the big cushion cut, because this is just a wild mounting and everything about it is luxury. And I'm going to do something different. We're going to set the ring down backwards, because I want you to see it from this perspective first. Because what we've done here is created a basket work that has some stunning pave material underneath. We talk about side profile details in diamonds. Here's where you're getting it from the side profile, but really also underneath. So it builds it up with diamonds. That's the inside of this brand new ring. And as we bring it forward, you can see that diamonds go more than halfway down the sides, then the classic halo, and then check this out. One of the cleanest, largest Paraibas. Yes, copper content is here. The neon lime greens we love. Item number is 1124691. Must warn you right now, this will not last. Other pieces can stick around tonight. They have. But that's probably a function of light viewership. This is not going to stick around, because it would only take one viewer out there tonight to get this ring. That's how much confidence I have in this value, because this is, after all, a nearly 3 karat Paraiba. That means it is confirmed copper content. It is 100% copper bearing. That's amazing. When I say it doesn't mean it's 100% copper. That's not how that works. You know, diamonds are carbon. That's not what that means. It's actually copper and manganese, and you've got, those are the elements that really create that color that we're loving. But here's the thing. It's a 2 karat 74. It's a square cushion. It's super clean. It is Paraiba, so I say 100% that we know it is verified and confirmed copper content. So this is a little different than when you see the Congolese, which we don't know. And that way it's kind of like, it's again, it's a question. This is where you know, but the value is so strong here. So 274 is the size. Diamond weight that goes all the way around it. It's also in 18 karat gold. And then you see the bright lime green tone. You know it's that. The neon is really also the indicator. You don't need to have all this background knowledge of what's the chemical elements that make it up, because you see that neon, which is really where we know a stone is copper content. That's what it delivers. It's a diamond weight of 64 points. So again, classic halo with the mill grain, corner prongs that are tapered and designer, the diamonds down the sides, but again, this inside basket work that looks like these two V's or the X coming together there with the band through the middle, and that again is 18 karat white gold. Now, if you would like this one, it's got that rock star value. What can I tell you about this that hasn't been said, except when we see 4 carats or 3 carats in Paraiba, typically they are $10,000 and up. That is not what we're asking on this one, because this is a sensational stone that is a night where you are going to expect the unexpected, because even if you're used to our values, you're getting a lot more of that tonight. It's the only way we can do this. And so that's what's going to happen right now. And if you'd like to have this one, I don't have anybody in the phone lines yet. The next option is going to be smaller, but it is a little bit more unusual of a mounting. So it's, you know, that's the hit or miss. Some people love it. Some people, it's not for them. Some people want traditional. If you want traditional, you go here with this amazing 274. But here's what I've got for you. One great piece, one beautiful option. Again, finished on the inside with that band being as complete as it is, but it's only for one caller, and it's not even going to be $5,000 for a 3 carat nearly. In the brightest, beautiful green. It's that lime green. When you see a lime green color, that really is only achieved when you have a copper content stone. That's the only way to get that kind of brightness and that kind of neon level, to the point where if I actually dim the light, which I'll go ahead and do just very, you know, as quickly as I can, just by holding my hand literally in front of the light, just to block it. So you see the proof that neon means that ability to glow under a lower light. That's exactly what this is going to do. And when you see it here, take a look, and then I'll block that light overhead. So you see how it just got brighter. There's the full light. And then if I go ahead and block the light, that stone just gets even brighter. That's what neon's all about. This is not even $2,000. So maybe that should do it. And then Judith, we've got your request coming up next for that piece from Monday. But actually, I'm going to do better than $2,000 or $1,999 or even $1,899, and bye-bye it'll go, because it's $1,888 and that's it. And that would be for our first caller only, because unfortunately, as much as I wish we had 20 of them, we have one. And that is the big difference there, is that when we bring you values, we bring you values, but there's one of a kinds for the most part, and that's what makes the difference here, is that you've got this superstar stone in a massive size that is really where the big Paraibas fall, even more so than the smaller ones, is with clarity. They all do that. They've all got that issue and that hurdle to get over, because they're obviously tourmalines. They're tourmalines that are copper content, and when they are copper bearing tourmalines, they just get all the more included, and usually they're in the form of little copper needles, and you'll see all kinds of different inclusions that are quite visible to the naked eye. Here's one for $1,888. We even did that in the 18 karat gold, and look at it from the sides here, because you will see, thanks to the elevation of the stone and the ring, you will actually see that diamond pave work that is underneath, which is one of the hallmarks of great designer jewelry right now. You'll see more and more of that moving forward. It is not inexpensive to do that. Think about when you have details like that and you got to set diamonds. You think diamonds are hard to set as it is up top and up front. Think about setting them underneath pieces like this is requiring. So Judith, we've got your necklace next. Do you have this one, Tim? Thank you so much. And then we can get to that other pear shape shortly. But Judith is waiting for her request, which is a piece that I was a little stunned. Again, Monday night we had hardly any viewers, but I was still stunned that this was available, because it is such a great value. And so she wanted to get another recap at it. I'm glad it's still here for you, Judith. It's 112-4730. You're seeing this side to side when it will actually sit north to south on the neckline. It also is a yellow diamond, as you can well see. It is our 18 karat stone, the 18 karat rather in the gold. It's going to be the 18 karat white mostly, actually entirely, but then that stone is set between these. Think of it like grooves. So this is what we call tension setting. You've got your bail up top, and yes, I put the chain on the wheel because you're actually getting the chain with it, which is also 18 karat gold. And then I'll show you from a distance away. This almost acts as a bridge as well. We usually see bridges in rings. This is where I want to show you. If you look at the side, that little, that arc of diamond pave goes all the way underneath your yellow diamond. So that stone is beautifully cut. It's almost a carat in size. Let me show it from a distance because we are throwing in this chain, which is going to be adjustable as well. And that's going to match in the 18 karat white gold. It sits level. So even if you're moving and running and, you know, when I say running, I don't anticipate you're running the marathon in it. I just am thinking maybe running around, like you're active, you're bouncing, you're moving, you're walking, you're running all over town. This is where, again, a piece like this, sometimes these stiletto drops that are north-south sometimes can tend to do the flipsy oopsie daisies, and this one's not going to do that for you. So that I would never ever show you anything that does that because I know how annoying that is. And we've only got one here, and it's not going to be $49.99. Do you already have this one? Well, it is a recap from Monday, so that price is still $19.99 if you'd like it, and that one's already gone as well. And just to show you, here's the adjustable chain that you're going to get. There's that little sliding bead that's going to allow you to shorten it as you wish. So 18 inches maximum, but you can go ahead and make it shorter as you like. So that is going to be, it's gone already. And then here's the other Paraiba, in case you were curious about that pear shape in this elongated setting, which I just think is one of the prettiest we do when it's on the hand. I know for a lot of you go, oh, look, it looks like a Wonder Ring, but more exaggerated, yes. But that deeper V is what really is so stunning on the hand and something so elongating and flattering about it. And we really are excited to have this for you because it's another one of a kind, but it's another great Paraiba deal. And it's 112-5793 this time around. And that stone may even be a little more neon, right? Look at that. It's got a lot of, almost a little more blue on this one. The last cushion cut out a lot of green, and mostly it was pure greens, really. This feels like maybe it's like an 80-20, maybe a 90-10 as far as the green blue. There's just a little subtle difference there, and it is a carat of 4, so you're still getting well over a carat in size. And then that nestles into that deeper setting, which is going to be like a two-tone setting because it actually is white rhodium underneath the white diamonds, and then the rest is yellow gold. That's going to stay as is, so you're getting both colors of gold there, so it goes with everything. And it's no longer going to be, well, I don't think this has actually ever been on the air before. It's looking brand new, and yet it's supposed to be $4,399. But given that we just did that value on that 274, I want to make this one even more affordable when that diamond weight is 38 points. And then, was that Judith, by the way, Jason, that got that one? Congratulations, Judith. Enjoy it. Thank you so much. I'm thrilled about that piece. I know you're going to love it. And then we are ready now for this one to go out the door. And of course, we don't expect you to pay $4,400, but isn't it nice to know how much you have to save tonight on one great piece that before we go any further, you really have to see it on the hand. It's how it looks, and for a moment, I'm just going to put it on the index finger because this idea of having that point on the, because it is a little deeper point, having that on the outside of the hand where it sits flat enough and flush enough where it's easy enough to do that. But you've got, again, the ability to wear it one way or the other. I just popped it on there. You could wear it on the middle finger. I'll switch it around, show you how it looks if that V can also point up. No problem there if you want to. It can do that. So there's a lot of ways that when you get it at home, you're going to play with it, see what you like. A Wonder Ring will actually sit next to it. I would love to see a Wonder Ring actually go this way and point up into the more negative space of the ring. That'd be fun. Or you could wear it here, but it'll sit a little further away because our traditional Wonder Rings are not quite as deep of a chevron style. And yet this is not going to be $2,000 because my last one was less than $2,000. So we're going to make this more affordable for you. And it's not $18.99 and it's not going to be $17.99 either. But there is something about that design I've heard from. There haven't been that many, which is interesting because we've only done this sparingly, but it seems like every woman who's picked one up has made a point to write to me to literally tell me just how much they love it and how beautiful it looks on, because there's that elongation it creates for you. So that's really important. Take another look at it. It's only going to be, you know what, let's make it $16.99 instead and make it even more affordable for one caller tonight. And $16.99, and you will just, it's different. You know, there's something about it. It's just going to be that statement piece that you wear that nobody stops staring at. It's turning heads everywhere you go because it's so non-traditional but still very wearable. Sometimes non-traditional can be scary because then it's like, oh, am I going to love it years from now? Am I still going to wear it with ease? Is it going to be comfortable? This ring is all of those things while still being a designer couture level look, and yet with one of the most Mother Nature's couture, I would say, in Paraiba. So we're verifying on this one. I'm thinking we're going to get to, there is one more yellow diamond necklace. So there were already a couple you missed out on that previous yellow diamond, weren't there? So Tim, I think you had somebody that missed out on the yellow diamond necklace, right? Some of you did. I have a really, really pretty new piece here. Look at this one. This is a yellow diamond as well. Maybe not the exact same cut. It's a cushion cut instead of the radiant, but that is a 112. So that one actually gets you up and over a carat in size in the yellow diamond with all the white diamonds with it. And that's also platinum in 18K. So we will have that one for you as well. It's a really pretty piece, isn't it? It's not a great look. So that's the finishing in the back there. It's a really special idea. So that yellow diamond's amazing. Yes?
Tracy has a ring similar to that. She said
Right. Isn't it gorgeous? What'd she say about it?
one sexy ring.
Oh, ooh, I agree. See, this is what I mean. The gals that have this ring make a point because let's face it, we've sold a lot of jewelry here. We don't hear from every single person that ever buys a single piece of jewelry. You know, it's like just to rave about it. And honestly, that seems to be the case. Tracy just let us know. She said, I have a ring in this mounting. I want to say she has an imperial. I could be off. What do you think? Is it? Oh my gosh, yeah, that's what I remembered. See, sometimes, yeah, still that memory's still somewhat intact. I remember the really good stuff, what can I say? That was an imperial that she picked up. She has this design with an imperial topaz, and her word was it is one sexy ring. And I could not agree more, it really is. So take a look if you want, yeah, who says jewelry can't? Jewelry should be, right? It's glamorous, it's elegant, it's sparkling, it's bright, it's giving you that wow factor. So that is definitely it. All right, thank you so much. So that one's gonna be $16.99 if you'd like it. Thanks for that testimonial, if you will. Now, I think we need to just trot this one out. This is one of our major gems, just of the whole night. Obviously, we've seen a couple of Paraibas already, and that's a thrill, but I don't know if anything is gonna compare to what you're seeing right now. And this just looks like $1 million. And I know that's a proverbial thing that people say about a lot of things. But this, in the terms of jewelry, is more of a literal thing. It's not as much proverbial as it is literal. Because if that ring were, let's say, first of all, if that ring in the state it's in were in a retail store, it would probably cost you $1 million. But if it was, let's say what it's looking like is it's definitely giving a yellow diamond vibe, like a really rich, saturated yellow diamond vibe. Well, can you imagine what that would run you in the yellow diamond world of retail? It would be extreme. So this one really has that $1 million look. It's 5801, it's brand new right now, and this is a radiant cut zircon. Now, this is aptly cut because I believe that all zircons are radiant because they have that double refraction property. That double refraction creates this beautiful, bright, it is a brilliance. It's going beyond what diamonds can do. Keep in mind that diamonds are singly refractive. So you're already, if you're into that double refraction material, you're already expecting to get a lot of fire. But this stone, with the radiant cutting and as clean as it is, what a couple, what a match, what a beautiful combination here that you have with this golden zircon that is just stunning. And it's going to be out number 1125801. And that is, well, yes, it's a one of a kind. And no, this is not going to last because these fabulous zircons that I've had that have been our best of the best, we've kind of had to just keep them away from the big designers right now. If anybody reading the Wall Street Journal a few months back about it was like it was new. They were talking about a stone that's billions of years old, like it was a new discovery. But it's because in some effect and in some respect, designers are just discovering zircon as like a stone to work with. And so it's a great article if you haven't read it. It's not going to teach you anything you don't know if you've listened to me for a few minutes. But it's funny to read it because it was like this oh my gosh. It was actually sent to me by someone who's never seen my show, and she's just a family friend. And she sent it to me and she goes, "You got to read this. You need to find these stones. You need to know more about these. You're in the jewelry biz. You got to find some zircons." And I'm going, yeah. I've been selling those every day for 22 years on TV. And she's like, you have? Because this is one of those stones that a lot of people in the designer world are just now getting familiar with. And yet it has been such a mainstay by collectors like you and I for so many years. They tend to be extremely limited. Obviously, different sources of the world have produced different colors of this material. We are looking at one of the best and brightest. It's almost like looking at an orangey golden diamond. It really is. And it's got that gorgeous radiant cut. It's a 709. We set it in 18 karat gold. It's got 71 points of tapered baguettes that are stacked on the side. There aren't many either. If you look, it's so ingenious the way they did this. The 4 that are immediately beside your stone are actually tapered baguettes that are locking in in that beautiful seamless setting. So it looks like it's all one big trapezoid diamond, doesn't it? But there are 4 first, then the single one outside of that, and then 2 more that are east-west set. So it's actually going to be, you've got the, and I believe it's 4, I better double check that. Yes, it's hard to tell when they're all doing that, right? They're picking up the light, but again, 4 and then the 3 on the outside of that. So 7 on each side, 14. I just think that's interesting too, because you do have a 7-carat stone, so it's feeling like there's a 7 theme going on, which is kind of, you know, like one of those, I think sometimes a message from the universe. I see things like that all the time. Like I saw a license plate today. We have all these digits on our license plates, and we always have a number and then 3 letters and 3 numbers. And I saw my 3 initials on a license plate with my most meaningful number right behind it. And I thought, okay, that's weird, because what are the odds of that, right? There's some, you know, I don't know, 40 million people in our state. So, and most people have, you know, like 1.5 cars. So, right, on average. So it's like, okay, that was weird. That's like a sign, right? This is, well, again, 7 stones on each side, 709 in that center stone, and who cares? None of it matters unless it's beautiful, and this is beautiful. It's beautiful and it's rare and it's bright. And the point is that if you're reading the article about what designers are starting to do is they're jumping on the zircon bandwagon, if you will, and they are charging a fortune for one-of-a-kind zircons that they are bringing to their storefronts and bringing to their front windows and bringing to their ad campaigns and having, you know, spending a lot of money to have a supermodel wear it for a photograph that's on the, you know, billboard in the big city. Well, this is where, again, you've got the key to getting them affordably because you're getting them from the source. So take a look at this. And yet, I'm going to try this on because all that's 18-karat gold, by the way. It's 18-karat white gold. It's got the 709 with the 71 points. Remember that those diamonds are large, even though they're different size stones. They're averaging out to be, you know, larger in the sense that they're approximately, I mean, think about this. If it's 71 points here that you have, there's a really, really special way that you've got these stones designed where they're, you know, right about 5 points a piece on average, right? So that's where obviously you've got something special there and all very specially cut. Not just the size, but that colors everything, and then those tapered prongs that look so good. And it's going to be better than $79.99 for one caller, and you can see how those diamonds are going to go side to side down either direction. That is that bright pop. It truly is like looking at your vivid yellows, your vivid intense yellows. Those almost like very little, I wouldn't say there's much orange, it's just more golden, like think sunflower color, like the beautiful bright vivid tones of a sunflower petal. That's what it looks more like, and it's not 79. We have nobody on the phone lines yet, and this is going to be a wild night ahead of us. We got 2 hours and 19 minutes. We got all the discounts coming down to their rock bottoms because, again, we've only got a little bit of our viewership tonight. We know that. So this is where you have got a chance to save even more than you typically do here, and that's exciting. So instead of 79, instead of 69, 59, 49, 39, this is the one to own because it truly does. I show you a lot of beautiful jewelry every day, hundreds of pieces as a matter of fact. It really takes something special to stop us all in our tracks and just think, wow, now there, all you see there is that glittering factor. Do you see the little mini rainbows happening? That's your double refraction at work. Do you see the reds? Watch as it comes to center here. Watch the blues, the reds, the greens, the yellows, all at the same time. Little miniature rainbows coming out of this radiant cut stone, and could not be done in a more elite way. And it's not even $39.99. So come on in. We've got one. It's even reflecting its own color here onto the wheel in the foreground, right in front of it. And it's not going to be $39.99 at all. We're blowing it out right now. Somebody's got to get this ring. This is one of those magical pieces. We see a lot of great stones. We see a lot of zircons here. I've been selling them for 22 years. Every day I've had a zircon of some way, shape, or form to show to you. There is just nothing that really gives us this kind of look, this kind of style, this kind of bigger diamond weight with it. And it's going to be $2,999 only to the very first caller who says, yes, please. That's the one to own right there. So $29.99. Still have our pear-shaped Paraiba. Still have a couple of our $9.99 pieces, including our big designer diamond pieces and the sapphire bangle. The cuff-style bangle is also here. And then we've got Morganite earrings. Also still to come, we have a really, really cool Paraiba. Blue-green that's discounted tremendously. That's going to be a larger carat 66 stone. Looks like that. Wow, that's a good one. That's going to be one of our most affordable ways to ever get a big Paraiba in your collection is with that one. And then let us know, how about the Zambaran? Shall we show you the Zambaran garnet that's actually going to couple up yellow and white diamonds together? We'll do that for you, but this one's got to go. We cannot leave that there That radiant cut is everything. That stone color is everything. Try it out. You will love it. We even upgraded the gold. I don't even think we needed to do that, but this stone, deserving. Just needed every last extra we could possibly provide it. Now we have 2 people talking about 1 ring. Who will it be tonight at $29.99? We're going to find out. Then we got our Royal Zambaran to show you next. Tim, are you thinking about this one? Okay, well, we've got 2 people, Wayne and Tim also. Okay, so this is going to be it. And then our Zambaran, if you've been waiting for one of the bigger Zambarans, there it goes, a little drive-by on what's coming up if you want to get a jump start on the phone lines for that Zambaran garnet. We also have a beautiful Rubellite designer pendant. And please get requests in. Only had 1 so far. We love requests all night long because we got a lot of great jewelry here, but still plenty of time for your requests as always. Let's get to our Zambaran. I'm taking that. It's done. I mean, that is just the best $3,000 you can spend on jewelry, I think. There's just, again, there's the classics, and yet everything about this ring is so classic, and yet look at this pop up to your eye level, because I know we want to show you. And if it looks a little blurred and you're thinking, why can't Lolo focus that camera? That's actually because you're so up close looking at a big stone. That is the double refraction. That pays off to your naked eye in real life as nothing but fire and brilliance. So that's the double refraction. You're just getting a really up close. You see how it looks a little blurred through the middle there? That's double refraction. Your eye is picking up on that. You got really good eyesight if you're seeing that right now. Of course, the help of our cameras and being magnified the way we are, but you're seeing that almost blurred effect that you're getting. It is so special. All right, so let's get to the Zambaran. I'm taking the golden zircon if I can. At least I got to give it an hour and 15 or 2 hours and 15 minutes. But here's our beautiful Royal Zambaran Roval. It's the Royal Roval. Try saying that 100 times fast. And it's got a 112-1240 odd number. That's going to be that really pretty stone. Isn't it great? And then you've got this color shifting garnet that we know has pinks and reds and purples and blues. And yet every time you move your hand, move your location in your house, move from indoors to outdoors, fluorescent light to incandescent light, whatever it is, you pick up different colors that really maximize out of your stone. So it's more than just pinky reds. It gives you, sometimes the blues are going to overwhelm. Sometimes it's going to be more purple dominant. Sometimes you're going to see really bright red flashes. Yes, think Tanzanite, but this is also out of Tanzania. But what is normally a purple stone in garnet, like your rhodolites, this is different. It's a step up because this has those color shifting properties about it. So it's very, very special. And we only have this one, and yet I didn't think there were any big Zambarans left. So imagine our surprise to get this here tonight, where it's got a 3-carat-91 size to it. It's going to be first lined with the yellow diamonds that are, of course, all natural, and then you got the white diamonds around that. 16 points in the yellow, 72 points in the white diamonds. Then they like skirt down the sides there, like you see. Isn't that nice how that's done? These little almost chevrons or florals or leaf-like designs that go down the sides to really just give you something that gives interest when you see it side to side on the hand, which I'll show you. But total diamond weight here, yeah, it's 88 points overall. And we're going to make this outstanding. Look at that, clean as can be on that Zambaran. Nice big stone, January's birthstone, but one of the more exotics. We know there's a whole world of exotic garnets out there. We're proud to bring this one to you here, and yet it's not going to be, well, I think we should do this really simply and easily and quickly. That's at least the goal. And so I think we can get rid of $69.99 right now and just send it on out. But you see what I mean by side-to-side design elements? You see how that little chevron design goes side to side? That's really important. So you're entirely, just everything. I don't like to see naked gold. I love gold, but if gold is supposed to be just an all gold piece, that's great. But if it's supposed to be gems and diamonds, I love when it takes it one side to the other. So you're never left with just a gold band, right? Gold bands are great. But wearing a gold band's one thing. This is going to be a great way to really pack in the rarity. Love that we surrounded it. Those purples and those reds and those pinks. Jewel tones look great, surrounded by yellow diamonds, which is really what the motivating factor was here. Then you still get your white diamond presence as well. Take a look. It's not going to be $69.99. Don't tell me you're taking the zircon, Wayne. Don't tell me that. Are you you're thinking about this one? Okay, how about this? $1,999. We'll just cancel out $5 grand for one caller right now. Take $5,000 away and make it 19. You know what? We got like 10 minutes left in this hour. I better make a better value happen. And if you already like it, you can come on in, because when we get down to it, there's probably going to be 5 or 6 people who would love to have this in their collection, yet it's not even going to be $1,500. There's another $500 instant coupon. And then I'll take it lower than that because we got to make sure it goes. And that's one of our bigger Zambarans. And if you've ever recalled back to when you've seen the big 3 and the 4-carat stones. I've had them before, but sparingly. They are not cheap, not like this. Yeah. Yes, I will. Sapphire and pink sapphires and diamonds in that necklace. Yes, it was a whole array of stones. But this one's going to be $1,400. You know what? Skip 14. Skip it. Let's go $1,399 instead. And that will be our one only. And it may be gone. And then we're going to recap the necklace that we saw in the rose gold earlier with the combination of the sapphirites and the pink sapphires and the diamonds all together. We'll bring that out next. Who's got our Royal Zambaran garnet, a color shifting garnet with the reds and the blues and the pinks and the gorgeous purples, of course, which is what Zambaran means. Do you have that one? Again on the hand, sure, here it is. Watch that again, side to side on those little chevron motifs. Do you see how when the hand is together and the fingers are together, you see that chevron design goes all the way to the very sides there, and you've got your yellow and your white diamonds together. Just that perfect frame. Jason, definitely let us know if you want it, because we got a couple people on your trail here. They are, yep, they are definitely, we got a lot of people verifying on that one. That will go, no question about it. Do you have it? It's gone. And then here you go, Wayne. This is for your caller. Who's that, Wayne? Wanting to see this necklace yet again? I'll show it here up close for you. That's the back, and here's the front of your rose gold only. So again, that will stand the rose. It's 112-1300. That was our sapphirite and our pink sapphires and our white diamonds all put together there. The golden zircon radiant cut is still here if you'd like it. But that is a beautiful rose gold necklace. Again, it's got to stay in the rose gold. That is the only contingency here, but look at how beautiful that is. And that was $9.99, by the way. And so again, just as you see it, it does have adjustability here. It does also upgrade the closure. We did the lobster claw clasp on that one. And then you've got your 2 different options in length 18 or 17. And great finishing on the inside. And we'll show it on the neckline. Coming up one more time just so you can see what this will look like from a distance away. There you go. That's what it looks like centered up on that neckline for you. And you can wear it a little higher or a little lower. About 17's right about there. 18's right about there. You're never going to have to worry about it, you know, that clasp or closure coming forward, because the weight of that piece in all that 18-karat rose gold is going to keep that gemstone presence always centered on the neckline for you. It just looks incredible, doesn't it? And again, feels a little Art Deco like several pieces that we're going to see here tonight do. So we'll go back to our wheel, take another close-up look at it. Again, that was from a little earlier. If you missed it, we had a request to recap it for you. So there it is one more time. Sapphirite garnets, pink sapphires, and diamonds. And thank you on the Zambaran. Zambaran's gone. And then let me show you this. Why not share this gorgeous Paraiba on the early side? Because it has had thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars discounted off the price for tonight. Rest assured, I'm going to take it even lower. And it's $112.46.81. How about that for a stone? You want to talk neon? I'm going to do something I don't think I've ever done before. And this could be risky because it's going to look like a blackout in here, because I might try to block not one light, but 2. Oh, yeah. And that stone still glows. So before I burn myself, here is where we get really crazy. On a 166 Paraiba, these are the swimming pool blues and those bright neons. Jason, who got that Zambaran? Kathleen, thank you so much. Enjoy it. I'll recap what we have from hour number 1 here. There's just a couple of pieces remaining, and we'll recap those for you so you don't miss them. But this is where we've got a carat 66, because I have a feeling a lot of people are tuning in, finding we're not on TV today, going online perhaps to check us out there. So we'll recap what we have left from hour number 1. But a carat 66 and 145 in diamonds. Check this out, though. The huge diamonds down the sides. There are only 4 on each side of the band. Then you've got this major halo. Those are also big individual. I know it may look like, are there 2 rows or 3 rows? Because we're not used to seeing a big wide frame like that. But it's actually 1 row. Individual round brilliants that are huge. Now, why would I be bringing this out 52 minutes into the show? Why would I bring this out on an evening when we've only got a fraction of our viewership? Well, it's because we're discounting it that I know it's going to go. Because we never see Paraibas of this size brought down to this level in pricing. And I love when it moves from one side to another, you see the clarity. You can watch the clarity all the way through that stone. It is not that, you know, listen, the bigger they get, we mentioned this earlier with our 274, the bigger they get in carat weight, the more you can expect to see inclusions, and expect that because it is a type 3 stone, and as the copper content enters the picture, it makes it a lot more susceptible to visible inclusions, and that's just not the case here. It's as bright as can be, it's as clean as can be, it's giving you the ideal of color in that it's that perfect 50-50, it's blues and it's greens together, it's ultimate neons, and watch this, price tag, brand new. Very, very, very affordable for how gorgeous this is. Granted, these are not pieces that we have all the time, but you are getting that 14 karat white gold. You can change it if you want. I wouldn't necessarily consider needing to go to the rose or the yellow gold. I'd leave it in the white gold. That's just having seen a number of them and I know they're rare, this is how I would leave it. And then let me also just show you this because this is an important detail. The way that the platform is elevated, it's a great ring for stacking. So if you feel so inclined and if you want to add a little bit of a foundation next to that band, like maybe your diamond wedding band, maybe your wonder rings, yes, it could be your yellows or your pink. Think about the pink diamond wonder ring with that ring. Oh my gosh. That would be gorgeous. But yellow diamonds, pink diamonds, white diamond wonder rings would all go, and they'll slide right on next to it because of the way that that basket work is elevated. You'll see it here. Now pretend this is your diamond band and it slides. Do you see that? If that basket went right down the hand, your band would only go as far as right here. But because it's elevated, you've got that ability to stack, add, create, make it a different look every day. Not that it needs anything at all. Just the idea is that you can, if you want to, add a little bit more foundational gold and diamonds to it around it and kind of change up the look of your Paraiba by adding different things to it. Like I said, can you imagine that pink diamond wonder ring? I know that we haven't had it often, but a lot of you do own it because when it comes around, it's very popular and it's just such a beautiful mix of the Paraiba blues and greens with the pink diamonds. So something you might want to think about, even with the yellow diamonds, I like that combination together a lot. This is a $29,999 TVON ring. It is not tonight. We're making this so affordable. It's all the things you want in Paraiba. I don't know if, honestly, it's not lacking a thing. It's not. There's no way that I could actually, if you were kind of formulating a custom design and you were working, like, let's say directly with Mother Nature and you were building a little checklist of all your necessities and what you wanted, I don't know if there's anything left to add to this one, right? It's just so beautiful and really perfect. And it's not going to be even, well, it's not even half this price at $15,000, which usually on these 1.5 carats to 2 carats, $15,000 is usually the happy price that gets it a home, but we're taking it a lot lower tonight. And you're not spending 15. And you're not spending 14 or 13 or 12,000. And this is the way where I have to remind you, you have a full money back guarantee. That I mostly say for the benefit of our brand new shoppers who are new to our broadcast. And you've got that intact. So again, you get the chance to see it at home and then decide if you want to keep it or not. And it's not $12,000 and it's not $11,000 and it's not even $10,000. That's the crazy part. It is $99.99 to get that to one of you tonight with the brightest, cleanest, and just brilliant. I mean, just clean, 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 which is half the battle with the Paraiba. And then you've already got what's so clear and evident is those beautiful blends of the blues and greens together. The bigger size, which I'll tell you right now, looks a lot larger than a carat 66 to my eye, and a beautiful way to shop a Paraiba at $99.99. So we'll do a brief little recap here. We got two of our great designer pieces and a zircon here for you. And were you able, Wayne, did you pick up that necklace or is that still available? Wayne, did you get the necklace or is that still available? Necklace is still available. All right. Is it the rose gold thing? Yeah. All right. Coming up, we're going to show you a little recap of what's available from the show tonight. And that is going to include, and I hesitate to show this to you because I desperately would like to purchase this, but that's one option in our golden zircon. I also have this cool heart-shaped ring. This is very... it doesn't sit on its own, but I love a piece that doesn't sit on its own on the wheel because that means something special is going on with the design. It's not your basic, and this is a heart-shaped ring with that beautiful, I know it may look like open cutouts, it's not. It's just a solid mirror reflective surface, creating what feels like a heart and a floral meeting. And then you also have this bypass design that has yellow and white diamonds together that looks like this. So just a reminder, these are pieces that you may not have seen if you were not with us earlier, and they're all going to be really, well, very affordable for what they are, especially considering the outer two, left and right, are $9.99 a piece. That includes this ring here in the 18 karat gold. Same with the other side. The other side, and the bypass design is actually platinum and 18 karat gold right on over here. With the marquise cut diamonds, guess what? The two on the sides, left and right, $9.99 a piece. And then our big golden zircon radiant cut is going to be right here in the middle, and that is $29.99. So some incredible values there. And oh, that's wonderful. Good, Tracy, good to know. Well, that's exciting. All right, so she says at least that the AT&T that she uses to watch us is working in Southern California. That's good news. All right, so I can't speak for everyone else, but Tracy let me know that her AT&T broadcast is working, so that's good news. All right, yes. Okay, so we're gonna get to a request here before we get to our top of the hour, which is only 90 seconds away. So remember, $9.99 on the left side, $9.99 on the right side. The centerpiece, oh, that zircon is everything. Take a look. $29.99 for the zircon, and then we've got a request for, I see, somebody missed out on the Zambaran. Oh, right, well, this is very similar. I'm glad we found this. So I don't know who it is, but somebody missed out on the Zambaran. So let me show you real quick before we get to our top of the hour. Here it is larger. It's a 905. Whoa, look at that round. 9 carats 05 with also yellow diamonds. This time we're just going bigger all the way around. Bigger stone in the center. Bigger yellow diamonds individually. Remember we had that halo of yellows, but now you're getting the big individual stones here. 112, 1612 is your item number. Call me on any of those 3 pieces on our recap wheel. This has got a new markdown, so don't hesitate. And you know who you are if you missed out on that previous Zambaran. Here's our 905 round, 30 points in the yellow. There are only 6 of those. Let me show you a good look at how they sit on the sides. They look like princess cuts. That's the way they're set. It's just the orientation of the prongs there. They're actually rounds, but they look a little bit more like princess cuts, and they're set in that split shank. You've got two-tone gold. It'll stay as is, just like our last one, where you've got yellow gold set for the yellow diamonds, and then of course just the yellow gold setting for that Zambaran, and equally as color shifting beauty. And then you've got the white diamonds in the halo, which is another 48 points. So total of 78 points in the diamonds, yellow and white together, plus that round royal Zambaran. It is royal, it is regal, it is amazing. And it's not even gonna be $2,000 for this one. This one, the 905. Just for the record, the last one, to refresh your memory, was $391. This is a 905. It's triple the size almost. And it's not $19.99, nor is it $18.88. Uh-oh, this is gonna go in a hurry. Let me know if you love this ring. I gotta try it on. It's very large. And yes, it's still gonna have this diamond side to side, which is what the other one was doing as well. Look at that. The yellow diamonds are ending at the perfect point where they don't interfere when your fingers are together. So just rest assured, comfort is there. Easy to wear. 18, 17, 16, 15.99. That is just, again, I think it may already be gone because this one is, yes it is, it's already gone. So I'm sorry, yep, if you missed out on that one, I'm sorry, that's gone. All right, so now we're at the top of the hour. So here we go. This is what we're gonna do. We've got a very, very special opportunity on the way for you. Oh my goodness, you're gonna like this a lot. We have a gorgeous, gorgeous Diaspore coming up. It also has yellow and white diamonds. Then we have okay, I'm ready to show you the flawless color change sphene that we have, because the color change sphene is top notch. It is amazing. I've never seen one like what we're gonna show you, and I've sold hundreds of them. And then we also have a Congolese tourmaline that is also on the way, and just as an incentive to stay with us, please do, because guess what we're gonna do? I'm gonna show you, I'm just gonna flash what we have here that are our superstars of the evening. And I know that we, again, thank you to everybody, especially who, if you're watching on TV like normal, I'm so glad you get us tonight because we don't have most of our TV broadcast partners, but for those of you that went over online somehow, YouTube, Facebook, or our website, thank you for doing that. That means a lot to us. That's always usually there as a supplement to the broadcast on television. So it's nice to have you guys. Hopefully everyone knows that if we're ever not on your TV or you're away from your TV, you can usually watch us live streaming there. So again, 3 different ways to do that. Again, our YouTube channel, just type TVON into your YouTube search bar. Same with Facebook. You can go to TVON's Facebook page. We'll be live streaming there when we're live on the air. And then also our website, TVON.com, is also a great way to see the live stream. But let me show you this gorgeous pink Morganite that we have. In the bridge, that's one option right there. That's that fabulous Portuguese cut. I also have, well, the sphene is what's gonna kick off the hour. I just want you to know what's coming because these are pieces I do not want you to miss because you know how quickly they're gonna go. Then look at this, the Congolese. I told you there's an emerald cut in an Art Deco style. And if you can't quite do the $10,000 Paraiba, my recommendation is to go there because the color is nearly identical, but you're getting a bigger stone in an emerald cut, and that's coming up. So those are 2 of my favorites, second only to this next one that's coming up, which is about our flawless. I really do. I've had hundreds of these stones. Introduced the world to it. You got to keep in mind, nobody knew this existed in the gem community until it was right here. Oh my goodness, there it is. It just comes in flaunting the rainbows right there, right now. It just completely mesmerizes me. And I need you on the phone lines if you want it, because if you are, and I know everybody's watching a different way, right? And everybody's broadcast looks different depending on the monitor. Is it a TV screen? Is it a computer? Is it a phone? This is one of the most exquisite stones, period. I'm talking about all-encompassing any gem that I've had here. But for certain, when it comes to these color change sphenes, this is the best one I've been able to bring to you. And I introduced these to the world back in March of 2017. So it was some time ago. And then there was a really wide gap where we didn't have them at all, not one stone. Everything sold out in the original first round. That was back in March of, nearly, gosh, that was crazy to think that was nearly 8 years ago. And then you have, of course, this amazing opportunity to get a sphene here where more recent days have brought us even better quality stones, like this radiant cut, which is also just giving the clean, beautiful look that, keep in mind, when you get a clean sphene, you've got dispersion. What is dispersion? What the heck is that? That's like the twinkling flashes of rainbow lights that are in a diamond typically. We think about diamonds first off. When we think of fire, scintillation, brilliance, poppity pop pop, whatever you want to call it, that's usually something we associate with diamonds. There are stones that do it better, and this is one of them. But it's really rare. You can't go into a retail store and find it. I don't know of a museum that has one on display. True story. We've had pretty much all of it because it was kind of like a monopoly. And in a good way, because this was actually something, we didn't monopolize it. The actual gem guy, he's a gem guy. He's a gem freak. He's been involved in every aspect of the gem mining community for decades. He had this, a little tiny private collection back in 2017 that nobody even knew. We knew about sphenes. For the record, there's regular sphene, and then there's color change sphene. The sphenes that you've seen before are typically more of a yellow-green color, and they are very neon and very dispersive, but they don't change color. They don't have that phenomenal aspect. The color change sphene, is just as the name implies, has the ability to give you the brilliance, give you the rarity, but also give you a phenomenal property like changing from green to red as you change your light source. So that's how I want to kick off this hour number 2 together tonight. We are live. We're looking for requests. Take a look at this ring. This is not going to last. And I'm going to price it like you never would believe. You think that's a lot of build-up getting you ready for a nice high price tag. It is not. We're taking it ultra, super affordable low just so you can get your hands on this piece and then live in it, or just collect it, or just give it to one, somebody who has it all in gems. They probably don't have this. They probably do not have this one. And we are ready to help you own an incredible sphene. Get on the lines now, 112-5787. Promise you it's not going to stick around. It's an 88-point radiant cut. Sure is, nearly a carat in size and looking good, isn't it? Then it's also going to be, and I do need you on the phone lines because I am on a tear when it comes to pricing. It's that simple, guys. We are making everything. You have to hear me out on this. We are discounting everything tonight because Monday night we came on the air, thought it was a normal Monday. Turns out we didn't have any TV viewers. So it was a weird one, right? And a lot of you went, oh my gosh, where's TVON? Okay, they're gone. And then tonight we found out, at least I had a little heads up, we knew before that we wouldn't be on most of our broadcasting partners. So you're here, you're one of the lucky ones. I think we should feel like, since we're hanging out together tonight, we should feel a little bit like we won the lottery because you get these values that we have to, yes, crank up our values, give you more savings, give you better deals because we don't have everybody with us. And there's already a lot going on this Wednesday. So this is where we can really watch you and really just watch kind of how we wow you. That's what I ask you to do for the next 2 hours. Just watch how I'm going to absolutely take prices you know and love and make them better, just so we can move every last piece. And hey, I've already failed. I got 3 pieces here from the first hour. That's not typical. So here's what we're going to do right now. 88 points. Then it's got the 53 points in diamonds. This is one of those wider bands, lots of gold. Need not apply if you don't like big jewelry. If you don't like big jewelry or heavier weight pieces, please do not buy this. This is a heavier piece. It's a wider cigar band. It's comfortable though because it dips down. I don't mean, oh, heavy like it's uncomfortable. Oh, no, it is not. It's comfortable because of the way it's made on the inside. This is where you need to be on the lines ready to go. We have white, yellow, rose gold, so get it how you want it. This really should be with that light 1 carat radiant. And it is a radiant cut again. It's the second radiant we've seen tonight. Actually, third. We had the yellow diamond. We had the gorgeous, that fabulous zircon we just saw. And now this. The color changing sphene, green to red. I can't show it to you here in one area, but if you change your light source, you will see that stone change from green to red entirely. And you're ready to go? All right, so we're ready. We have a couple callers. Operators, I'm gonna see if I can, let me polish it up a little bit more. It looks like it's got a fingerprint on it. And I'm gonna try it on. And remember, it looked gorgeous in the yellow. We see a lot of these sphenes pretty well divided between the white and the yellow. So either way you go, you're going to love it. Get the white, get the yellow. I really, boy, even from a distance, reds and purples and oranges and yellows and all the blues on a green body color of that stone. It is just totally dynamic. Anybody thinking about it? Wayne, are you thinking about this one? That is the best sphene I've seen. Anyone dispute me on that? If you've seen it before here? Best sphene I've had. Something about it, it's the cutting, it's the clarity. Sometimes they can look a little hazy, a little foggy. That's not the case here. It's like every single color is super defined. You see every color separately. It's not like it's just a little glittering effect and they muddle together. It's like every brilliant color is vibrant and bright, and you see these big doses of color. And this is one of the rarest stones you can ever own. One of the rarest. White, yellow, rose gold in your size, comfortable, go true to size on it. It's going to taper nicely in the back. But what should be, guys, this is what I'm talking about tonight. It's been an uphill battle this week. Summertime anyways, still as far as, everyone's concerned with, until the weather really turns, right? When it turns ugly, that's when really like wintertime audience comes on in. This is still, again, this is your chance to pick up something amazing. We are truly bringing prices down. You can expect that to be $39.99 all day, every day. We're going to take it lower. And I have actually very little doubt that at $39.99 sitting there for 60 seconds, that would go. We're going to make it a lot more affordable than that. So please don't hesitate to come in early. Can't tell you how many pieces sold in the first hour tonight, long before I gave the final low price. In other words, everyone was ready to pounce on prices that, guess what, they got a little surprised and didn't even have to pay what they thought they had to pay. And that's a beautiful thing. And the same thing's about to happen here, because it's not going to be $29.99. And that's a $1,000 discount, but it's also not going to be $1,999. I just want to make sure that this sends, we got to send it out. We got to do it. And I can't mess around here, because we got way too few of a viewership here to be leaving jewelry and to really kind of, again, spin our wheels with this airtime. So let's make it even better than 19. When that's going to let it go, you know that. It's not going to be 19. Just say so whenever you're ready, operators, because I need to know. And I can't be overselling anything that's as rare and exotic as this is, because remember, we got all of it. When I say that the gem miner, he's the one that didn't really monopolize it as much as he just didn't share that he had it, right? He never shared that, which is why we got to debut it so many years ago right here to the entire gem world. And now it's not $19.99 for really, truly, it's the best one I've seen by far. By far. There is no doubt about that. It's not going to be 19 or 18 or 17 or 16 or 15. And you look at that slab of gold you have. It's a very non-glamorous way to say it, but it is like a slab of gold that you have, with the width of that band being as wide as it is and as stunning as it is. You know what? It's not even $1,499. I will take it lower, and we will see who's got it. And remember, you have a 30-day, or rather 2 week. It's 2 weeks, 2 whole weeks you get to get basically evaluated. If you want to go ahead and get it appraised, let me tell you, most appraisers are never going to have heard of this, okay? Even the most experts of gems are probably not going to know what a color change sphene is. That happens sometimes with some of these rarities we provide, is that you're going, you take it to reputable dealers and reputable appraisers and gemologists, and they're going, I've never heard of it, or I've never actually seen one, or I've read about it in a book, but I never actually saw one with my own 2 eyes, and certainly don't know how to evaluate it. That's when you know you're rare, right? That's when you know you're out there in that rarity collectability, and it's not even going to be $14.99. We have an amazing, amazing opportunity here for one, and you know what? Are we ready for this? How about we take it lower than even $14.99? Let me know, operators, if you've got it. It's not sticking around. Those are burnished diamonds. They are of different sizes. They are set into the gold, so it's nice and smooth and seamless to the surface, and it's not even going to be $14.99 or $13.99. Oh, no. I can feel it. I can feel this. This is going to be that moment where a lot of people are missing out, and then I get all the emails and the messages going, oh, but I had no idea it was going that low. Why are you selling stuff so cheap tonight? Because that's what we got to do. I'm putting it out there. That's what we've got to do tonight. And it's already been happening. It's going to continue for the next hour and 45, and nobody's at $13.99, so I will go lower. But I'm telling you right now, that's a wide band. I'm already under cost on the mounting. You probably know that because you've seen this with rare sapphires. We've seen it with ruby. We've seen it with yellow diamonds. We have seen this mounting with a number of exotic stones, and you never see that price. $13.99, we're going to take it even lower. but let's give it 60 seconds when I do. Because if it lasts the 60 seconds, we're going to have to figure out something else. Because this should not last. And it's not $13.99. It is $1,299 only. And you choose your gold and get your size and get it shipped to your doorstep for free. And it's $12.99 with 60 seconds, and that's all I can even give it. Because there's no, wait, look at that radiant cut stone. Look what that's doing. Best I've seen. And I feel like there's a very soft spot in my heart for these stones, just having had that privilege to introduce it to so many people so many years ago. Haven't seen many since. This recent batch, this little tiny, I wouldn't even call it a parcel, it was so limited, has been really exquisite and even better than what we'd ever seen prior to it. And then anybody, Jason, Tim, Jess, anybody taking this one? All right, so we've got 25 seconds left and then we'll move on. Look what else is coming up. I'm just, a little excited about that one. 3 carat 80, emerald cut Congolese. What about that Morganite? We got the good stuff here tonight. It's a shame not everyone can see it, but that just means better, better, better for you. You get it, you get the opportunity, you get the chance to pick them up at a discount. That's what we love. So coming up, we've got some aqua here. We've got a beautiful, I'm gonna need requests, guys, because I've shown you almost everything I have for the show tonight. So please get us requests because we got almost 2 hours left. Look at this pendant. I gotta tell you, I was absolutely fascinated with how this is made. And you're going to see something really incredible. Look at this. I've got multiple ways you can wear it. It's a pin, it's a pendant, it's a million things in one. It's very, very special. Look at this. This is so incredible, isn't it? This is a one only. And I just, when we talk about designer jewelry, we know designer jewelry goes for a lot of money. We know that. And it's why you see so many lookalikes and faux options out there that then, let's figure, have an expiration date. And they're only good for so long. This is outstanding. 112-3681. It's a large piece. It's actually a pin, i.e. a brooch, and it's also a pendant. And there are multiple ways to wear it. I'm holding it by the traditional bail, but there's another one on this side, which is kind of nice. So you can wear it if you like that little, for me, that looks like the top to me. But you can flip it around if you want to. This has got a really, really, really big rubellite. And for ages, I looked at this and I couldn't even figure it out. I'm going, why does that look like it looks like there's a floral cut, like it's all one stone. And it's not. It's actually, think of it like a bowl that is actually concave in its design where it's all mirror finished in a floral shape. And then there is an oval, let me try to show this up close so you can see it. Because what happens is it's an illusion where there's a large oval rubellite. It's a 2 carat 18. And let me just show this to you as best I can. Because obviously I want to show you the piece itself where it's got those, yes, those are actually, we'll talk about the yellow sapphires and the diamonds. But that is it's a beautiful oval shape stone. And the reason it looks like there's those rounds or half circles or, half moons around it is because it's all mirror finished inside. That is a reflection of the sides of the oval. Yeah. Congolese, yeah, I flashed it. We'll show it next. Who was that? Avi, we'll show it next. So I'm going to hold it, I'm going to flip it around. See, there are 2 bales. See, so top and bottom, see that little ribbon that sticks out? That's what I think is the top. But just in case you want to reverse it, you can. You've got those options. That's what it looks like. Those are yellow sapphires, 28 points. White diamonds, 28 points. And it's a brooch or a pendant with a great size, as I'll show you here on the hand with the measurement of the ruler. And it is not going to be, it's definitely not $69.99 any longer. It is time to say goodbye to this incredible, incredible piece. Designer, yes, it absolutely is. About 1.5 inches top to bottom there. I'm going to show it on the neckline as well so you can see it there because that's, I think, a really good, just a nicer way to get kind of a perspective on it like you see there. But that is really fascinating. Anytime you get a Rubellite that's a very expensive type of tourmaline, just not so much tonight because of what we're having to do here with all of our discounts. So get ready. It's coming on up. That's a side, kind of a sideways you look at it. We're going to go ahead and blow it out right now. $49.99 will not be. But just to understand, that is all mirror finished to that floral shape. And then you've got the oval stone set within it, which is where you're definitely going to get that reflection. I'm going to make it easy. It's going to be, you know what, skip over $19.99. We've seen a lot of big discounts. We're going to keep it going. We got an hour and 40 minutes of miracle time. So here's what we're doing. It's not even going to be $1,500. Why? It's a 281 Rubellite. That alone is exciting and special and rare and all those things, but it's not 15, it's not 14, it's not 13. Let the luck of the evening be with you and on your side. This is what's saving you so much extra money tonight, and it's not going to be $1,299 either. It's $1,199, and that's all set in 18 karat gold on top of that. So you get that ultra premium gold level, the mix of, I see even different colors. Did you notice the different tones of yellows? There's some that are brighter and some that are a little deeper in color. Different tones of yellow sapphire, round brilliance all. You've got millgrain and texture. Those petals, if you look at the bars of 18 karat within the petals, you've got that beautiful texture as well. And it's $11.99, one caller only. And don't forget about our sphene, which I think is still here. So you can still grab that if you'd like. And then Avi, we're going to show you that beautiful Congolese that I flashed, which has a pink and orange and peach presence to it. We'll show that next. That's on the way, and it's happening right now. Take a look. This is like Pad Parasha, eat your heart out, because who needs a Pad Parasha? That the truth of it is most Pad Parashas are mostly pink anyways. So they really don't have that necessarily visual of being a different color in a gem. This is out of the Congo, where we're going to see that blue-green traditional color later, but this is that oval that's got the pink and the peach, even feels like a little bit of lavender. And we're ready. So this is going to be one of those discounts on a brand new piece, and it's a nice big size. 1125806 is going to be on the way for you. Call me on that sphene, by the way, because that really, so far my little my proverbial, like, you know, little invisible shopping cart is filling up with great jewelry here tonight, and I'm not supposed to be shopping. It's you that are supposed to be shopping these values, because I don't pay the discounts you get. I have to pay more. So again, I think that it's always a telling thing when I'm loving the values as the host here, who I literally have to pay more than you guys do. So, you know, that's where I think if I'm excited about the value I can get tonight, it means you're saving even more. And that's a true story, okay? So this is a major moment for you to take whatever it is you're thinking about or that you love. Here's our new one. This is going to be our 469, 4 karat 69 Congolese, blending just like the traditional ones blend the blues and the greens to look like Paraibas. This is also blending a peachy tone. It's like a peachy, pinky, orangey element all together. It's got diamond weight at 72 points. There's even, 4 princess cuts there on the very outside edges there. So that's really important. And look at that. So the halo starts traditionally with the rounds. Then you go to the extra 2 princesas right there, or principesas, or princess. Right? Those are those extra fancy specialty cuts that you get there. And they're big time as well. And we are so proud to bring this to you because guess what? It's got a great value. $79.99. It cannot be. We're taking it much lower than that for you. One caller only gets it. Better try it on the hand. You can change the gold if you want to. I would recommend leaving it just as it is. With those peachy pinkies, I don't know. There's something about it. I like seeing it that way. Look at the ripples of light you get. Can't do that in an included stone. If that's a cloudy, hazy included stone, you're not going to see elevators of light go through that stone. You're not going to see that light transition the way it does north to south through that oval. So this is a big moment, and we're going to make it less than even $5,000, $4,000, better than $3,000 or $29.99. Got to send it out right now. It's a one only, as most everything I have is. I think I've got 2 exceptions tonight. So it's just bank on it being a one of a kind. Lynette, we've got your fire opals coming up next. I'm going to make this even better than $2,900 or $2,500. Let's make it $2,499 instead. First caller on that one with the very extra special diamonds along those outside edges. It's like, I know that we don't really usually make this comparison because Pad Parashas out of the sapphire family are very rare, but you would never see one that size, and that's gone. So Lynette, your fire opals are coming up. Thank you so much on that one. Let's show her 2 options. I might as well show them side by side. That way you'll find which one you like better. We've got an oval and we've got a different oval. Take a look, but they're differently set, and they're slightly different color as well. You got a little more red on the one on the right. I'll see if I can polish up. But there's that interesting way when you look through the oval that's on the left side, and this may take polishing that I'm not capable of doing here on set, but we've got two options. The 558 is what I'm showing you now. That's going to be the one with the little bow design on the side. See that? Starts with a halo, ends with a little bow on each side. And that's the 558 with the 87 points in diamonds. If you want to go with the more red, I mean, you would never, if that was all there by itself or that was all there by itself, they both look like incredible fire opals because they are. But that one's got slightly more of that true red hue. That's going to be item number 112, 1552. So that would be another way to go. I really love that stone. They're both given fire. They are. They're fire opals. They're aptly named. Isn't it true that they're not really aptly named unless they're the best quality? Because when they're dingy yellows, I have a different name for them, and that's not what we carry. And so it doesn't look anything really like fiery elements or flames or rich glow or embers. It really, the basic fire opals of the world do not look like this. They don't even have the same color. You wouldn't even qualify them or categorize them as the same color. They are usually dingy, light, hazy yellows. It's not a good look, in my opinion. It's never been something that I've gone, ooh, that's a pretty stone. It's just, they carry with them a few issues. They can be very dingy and hazy, number one. They almost look like waxy, where they don't have that pop. There's something to be said, not just with the color. It's the color that obviously is going to a whole nother level given reds and oranges that you have, but it's also about how it's so clean. It's so clean. It's so bright. It's so high clarity, and yet that is another feature you don't usually get in a large fire opal. And you know what? Either way, let's just make this simple and easy here. They're close to the same size. This is the 613 with 39 points. This is the 5 carat 58 that has 87 points. So where you get a little bigger stone, a little less diamond weight, and vice versa. So if you'd like either, yes, we dig in the right side? The left one? You got it. Let's bring it in. Let's just bring it in. And then we're going to give you the chance to get both. But let's just bring this in, and we're going to share it right now with you. This one, you know what? I'll just send it out. It's your choice of either one. This is 112-15. Oh, no, 112-0058. 0058 was the number on this one. And, again, that's the 558 with the 87 points in diamonds. It's your choice of. They were $69.99 each. We're going to make them $19.99 instead, and that'll be it. So a great value at $19.99 when, let me show it on the hand here, because yeah, fire opals are going to look like all opals do, a lot larger than they weigh. So that may be 558, but it's going to look like it's 10 carats plus, like a 10 or 11 or 12 carat if it were any other category of stone, and it's $19.99. As would be the case with the other one. If you want to go a little bit, just a bit more reds, you can go there with almost that trillion design on the sides. They are round brilliants, but in that trillion shape. Each one, $19.99. Here's where you're getting a 6 carat plus. That's a 613 right there on that side. 558 over here, a little more diamond weight on this one, a little less diamond weight on this one, but you get to decide. So let's go back to the wheel. We'll take a look at her favorites. It's $19.99 for your choice of, so that makes it nice and easy. And we'll see who's got it. And then, of course, we will open it up to the other one as well. We'll give you a close-up. Do you have this one there? Oh, whoa, just verifying. Okay, not yet. You do have it? The one with the bows? Great, sounds good. Let me just show a close-up of the other, just in case that one's gone. So let's just show this one nice and up close, and that, again, is going to be item number 112-1552. Okay, here we go. This one's also $19.99. Bigger stone, a little bit more red. And then you've got that clarity we talked about yet again. And by the way, Tim, was it our requester who got that peachy pink Congo? Oh, good. Congratulations. Thank you so much. And it was Avi, right? Thank you so much. And then Lynette, is that who you have, Wayne, who's getting that beautiful bow design? Thank you so much. Okay, so those are gone. And then here we go. We got a very, very special gold quartz that's new too. So this one's here if you'd like it. That's, again, nice to bring out two different options there. She took one. This one means it's available for some other fire opal collector we may have out there tonight. But look at this brand new wheel. It's got about as much gold content and gold intensity as we've seen. Yes. That's very special. You like it? Isn't that a cool look? And very interesting because it almost looks like a marbleized effect that you have going on in this gold quartz, which is a nice big size. 1125661 on this particular gold quartz. And don't forget about our color change sphene, a couple of our designer pieces we had earlier as well. Lots to choose from and think about as we march on. And you're ready for this one. I think you're gonna love it. I know it because you're gonna love the price. That's what we're really, I would say, emphasizing tonight as we reach that halfway point of the show. This is a gold quartz that's 18 karat gold. So we went with the 18 karat white gold. It'll stay that way. I'm just gonna give it a little bit of room here. There's a double halo around it, keeps it very traditional. That's a 4 karat 13. But then you have another 82 points in diamonds. You ready for this one? It is special, it is unique. Every single stone is unique to itself, of course. They're all different. That's one of the beautiful things about stones like opals and the gold quartz, and there are a few others where they're always going to be unique and individual. And that's a special one there. So here we go with the 413, 18 karat gold. It's got to stay in the white gold, so you're giving contrast there, which I really like. I'm always torn. I kind of like both options here, so I don't think there's a bad way to go with your gold quartz. But as usual, if you see more gold thoroughly throughout the stone, those are typically the more exotic. And this is my favorite part maybe, is that, yes, once again, we're seeing these little, almost like the heart-shaped design at the top through the basket on each side. So yes, again, attention to some detail in the profile, but also you get to see the stone all the way through. You get to see the back side. You get to see the way the gold actually comes through that quartz stone from the top to the bottom, bottom to the top there, all the way through, so you can really see that gold content. I like that we're still giving you comfort built in with the way this ring is structured, but you still get to look inside your stone and see the details there. So again, reminder, those little loops of diamonds, that's going to happen also on this side. Let me show you the other side. So the same thing happens right up here. It's those arches of diamonds that's going to look fabulous from that side profile. And now you can see it's the other way. And we're going to blow it out from $69.99. You ready? It's only for one caller. They always are. And here we go. I've got one piece. I'm blowing it out, $1,999. And then we're getting ready. It's the bottom of the hour, so we're going to bring out the fabulous other Congolese stone. That blue-green in the emerald cut is coming out next. Wait till you see it. Super stunning. Wait till you get a look. We've already given it a flash, so it may have already caught your attention. Then we also have that really pretty round Morganite that's coming up as well. So I don't know, are we all ready for the Congolese? I think given that the pinky peachy's gone, we're going to show you the blue-green that we have coming up that looks so much like Paraiba. We had a Paraiba already tonight. It was a carat 66. It was $10,000, and what a value that was. But tell me something. Is this not the match? Is this not the look-alike? Is this just even a little bit, dare I say, even more elevated because it's an emerald cut, showing off the beautiful colors that you have? 1125760 is the item number on this one, and it is massive. It's one of our bigger Congolese blue-greens we've seen. So here we are. I hope you're ready for this. It's a 380. It is. It's a big stone. Ultra, ultra high clarity. Look what happens when the light hits the surface of that stone. Look how bright that gets. How clean. All the blues that come through. And the diamond weight, well, it's stacked and truly, literally stacked in diamonds. You start with the halo, emphasizing the emerald cutting. That goes around and round. Then you add 3 more rows in diamonds down either side, totaling your 93 points in diamonds that we love so much, and your choice of gold color. White gold as it is, sure, or do you want the yellow gold or the rose gold? Those are the options we give you. And a 380 Congolese, hard to top, really it is, because that's going to be, think about what it would be if it was copper-bearing Paraiba, which again, we might find out one day that it is copper-bearing, and then just, okay, extra bonus time. But for now, you're getting this look of, from still the gem family of tourmaline, with the blues and the greens together that we adore, and you've got stacks of diamonds on the side, and I think you guys need a value on this, right? We're bringing everything down. We've got a limited audience tonight, so we're truly bringing brand new pieces like this down to extra levels we have not seen before. Need you on the lines ready to go, because this is a beauty of a stone. It really is. It's that ultimate high level, almost a carat in diamonds. It looks even prettier when you see it on the hand. And we're going to show that to you now. This is just sensational, really is. It feels so Art Deco, but you see that from side to side, how it gives you nothing but the diamonds there, one side to the other. Look at the way that just picks up the light. Obviously, when you're really, really close, you're meant to see everything that's inside that stone. Here's that look where you're just seeing those flashes, those glows, those neon lights. It is fantastic. And we have nobody on the phone lines for it. And I have a feeling it's because you know these Congolese stones. I've had 3 carats, I've had 4 carat stones, and we know where they go. We know that the last time I had a 3 carat was a couple of days ago, about 48 hours ago or so. And guess what? I'll put it this way. My 1 carats lately, 1 carat 20 stone the other day was over the weekend. It was a tiny in comparison. It was just a smidge. I think it was a 114. And it went for $1,500. And it was gone. No, I'm sorry, $19.99. Oh my goodness. So this is where, again, somebody's going, yeah, I picked that up. Somebody out there watching is going, yeah, I bought that. That's an incredible value for any Congolese stone. It was also an emerald cut. It was just a 114 versus a 380. So we know where these stones go. And they're so popular and they're so elite and they're so lovely. I mean, forget about rarity for a minute. Who cares really? If it's not pretty, you're not going to wear it. If it doesn't speak to you in some way, you never want to put it on your hand, or you don't want to gift it, or you don't want to collect it. It's about having a stone that you're excited to wear and accessorize with. And let me tell you, as we are halfway through the show, this is one of the, I think, one of the prettier pieces of the entire show. And I've seen a number of these Congolese stones. Obviously, have sold a lot of the actual Paraibas. We had one earlier tonight. It was a 166 stone. It was $9,999. And that was a huge markdown for that stone. This is going a lot lower than $99.99, and it's more than double, right? Way more than double that size. So there is something to be said that when you get those colors playing together, right? And you don't have to spend $99.99. You get the clarity, you get the tourmaline. Yes, it's those gorgeous colors. It's bright and gleaming and glowing and clean. All the things we like, and yet is it still neon? Well, we're going to find out. If I block this light overhead, is it still glowing? Did it just get brighter? Did it just get a little more glow? Let's try this. My offering on it tonight, and I promised you I was discounting everything. We got to do that. And it's, again, this is where we have to do things like this to compensate. We have to. I'll tell you right now that $59.99 is probably not going to do it tonight with a limited audience. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put it on the auction block, and this is really going to be beneficial because it gives me 2 things. The opportunity to start at a much lower price than $59.99, hopefully a lot lower. But it also, more importantly, is a key night right now to think about auctions because you have very little competition in this show. So that is a big reason why I should not be using the auction format, but it's why it's going to be very advantageous to you to use that format tonight when we can get away from $59.99 because of it. So there's bonus 1. Bonus 2 is you're probably going to not have a lot of competition. That's going to help you out as well. But it's also not going to be $59.99. That's what's needed because I just don't think that's going to do it tonight. So here's how we make sure it goes. It's not going to be $5,000. It's not $4,000. And it's not going to be $3,000 to open when I should be selling it for 10 grand. If it was Paraiba, it'd be what, $50,000? We should get $6,000 at the bare bones minimum, not doing that. And we have no open at $3,000. So this is where it gets even better, and you're going to change your gold color. All the other things, all the freebies and extras are there for you. The free sizing and the shipping and the gold color change, but it's not going to be $3,000 to start because I don't have it. And that is unacceptable. We can't leave pieces here tonight. So you don't have to spend $3,000. Let's go $2,500 to start off the bidding. And we'll go up in a $10 increment from there. And we will have your freedom to call in and save a whole bunch on a really, really important piece of jewelry. And stunning diamonds from side to side. the blues and the greens of the emerald cut are there, $2,500, and we don't have it yet. We're going to give it 60 seconds to get it started. This is really the outstanding way. It truly is like a staircase design. It's like a stack design where they go a little bit lower down the sides. They get a little shorter to give you that Art Deco effect, but they're all still really big individual diamonds that are utilized in, this is pave, so it's still a pave setting, but don't make the mistake of thinking they're tiny diamonds. You can pave big round brilliance, and we did in this very ring. And we don't have a $2,500 open, so let's do this. Not going to let it stay here. Can't do that, guys, for the rest of the night. We only have an hour and 22 minutes and 30 seconds left. So we got to rock and roll. So let's crank up the volume. This is your very special Congolese. I think it's the prettiest one. Again, this is what I told you. We had these highlights tonight, from the color change sphene and the radiant cut to this beautiful blue-green Congolese, then that Rubellite, or rather the round Morganite we're going to see. Stunning, stunning pieces. But this is not $2,500 apparently, because we don't have the open, and look at that clock is ticking away, and yet I don't have anything going on. So let's make it even better than 25, because whatever it's got to take, whatever it's going to take tonight to move jewelry, that's what we've got to do, because we still got to pay for that airtime that we're not on. So I know it's not fair, but that's the way it goes. So, and I still got to get the jewelry going so we can be here again and again. So this is where, again, it becomes vital to dial in, because you get to save all the extra dollars. You get to save and get the discounts, and that's important. So how about we go 24 or 23 or 22 or 21, or just let's make it a cool $2,000 to get it started, and that'll be that. $2,000. And let's give it 60 seconds more. And if it stays, it stays. I buy another piece of jewelry. I've got 3 already. It's true. Why are my favorites all here? You guys, you know what they are? They're fellow shoppers who are like, let the girl shop. Let the girl shop. You guys aren't greedy. You're being polite. You're saying if she wants to, let her take it. But that's going to be added to the list. And you're probably thinking, why on earth do you need a Congolese if you've got Paraibas? And I do. But I'm going to tell you something. I have a theory. And it's a strong theory, and there's a little paper I'm writing right now for GIA. So that'll come out shortly, and I'll let you know when that's published. I have a theory about these stones based on some research, and I've been working with some teams of different gemologists who were there on the ground. I haven't been to the Congo recently, so it's hard to do that on a Tuesday and be back for a Wednesday show. So I don't get out very much. I try, but yeah, I can't get traveling very much. But I got to tell you, I've got a theory on this material, which they've asked me not to publish or not to verbalize yet until it's actually published in the journal that's going to come out shortly, but it looks like we're going to see that in November. Anyway, I really, really highly suspect that this stone is going to be increasing in its value very rapidly. And there's some new information that I've been really privy to that I'll share with you when I can. But if you'd like it for the beauty and for the rarity that it inherently has in being a clean tourmaline in this gorgeous color, then you've got to bid right now. Do we have the open, by the way, at $2,000? Because I thought I maybe heard something. We do? Oh, we do. So we do have it. $2,000 has been bid. So, like I said, there's not going to be a lot of competition tonight because, A, it's Wednesday. And it's a Wednesday when we have a little tiny bit of our viewers. So, might be a good night to shop. I already had to start too low to get the open. The good news is we got it. We got it. We got the open. So I went low enough to that point of desperation where somebody said, I like it for that price. And now it's a matter of it's going to go. So we just need to know if you want to challenge it, because it only takes $10. One Alexander Hamilton to get in, which I saw last night for the 3rd time, and it was amazing. If you're in LA, it's here, and it's fabulous. So anyway, so I'm thinking about the $10, okay? So $10 increment, it's one Alexander Hamilton increment, but right now it's at $2,000, and that's it. So let's give it 2 minutes and then sell it. Take a look at it one more time. That is incredible. So here we go, $2,000. Who's, by the way, got our leading bid at our only bid? Leading bid? It's the opening bid, but it's still the leading bid as well. Isn't that great? So the calls in the studio are not matching up with what I'm seeing. Is that just me? It's just, okay. Nothing really working? I'm working. I know that much. Tony, you working, right? We're working. Nothing else working, but we're working. Are you on this one? All right. Jess, are you on this one? Okay. So anybody else? That's it? Final call. 80 seconds remain now. Better show it on the hand one more time if you missed it. Don't forget white gold, yellow gold, or rose gold. No problem. Side to side diamond. Wait, look at that. That's a big ring. And if that were Paraiba, which who knows, maybe one day it will be. It's just a matter of just figuring it out, right? Doing all the research and getting in on, what's that verified content that makes it such a beautiful blue-green like it is. But let me tell you something. If that is just a tourmaline ring that's supposed to be $6,000 and you're getting it for $2,000, that's fair. That's $4,000 saved. But if that turns out to be a stone that goes for $60,000 or $70,000 per carat, oh, what kind of savings do you have in front of you tonight? 38 seconds more. This would be our very, very, very last call. And when is gone is gone. Nothing I can do about it except I just say congratulations and say I hope you enjoy it, because I know you will. It's one of those pieces where it just could not be prettier in my mind, and we've seen a number of them. Usually they do lean more green, just like Paraibas, right? Paraibas lean more green sometimes. So do the Congolese stones. They usually lean more green. It's a rarity when you find the real blend of the 50-50, the blues and the greens in concert together on an equal platform. And that's what's happening right here. That's unusual. And I can only speak for bringing them to you the last several months, is that you tend to seek out. Andy, is there somebody on the other side of the country that's on this auction, or should I be waiting for them? Okay, so let me see. Let me see. Hard to tell what's going on an auction when somebody ain't here, but that'd be good. And nobody else. Or do we have 2010 or more? Power bids are welcome. I'd take 2,500 and you'd still be getting a deal. All right. That's it? Nobody else? Do you have 2010 or no? Yes, no, I got to move. Got to go. Got to move. Got to take it away. And are we done? All right, we're done. It's sold. Congratulations. You got it. Well done on that one. Let's show the fabulous aquamarine. Wait, you know what I'm going to do? Tanzanite earrings. I know. Tanzanite drop earrings. They're big ones. They're not for everybody. But here's the thing. They have been discounted. Tonight, I have now got, I've taken it upon myself to do some extra discounting. I think it's necessary. So it would definitely be necessary. So I'm going to do that on this big earring, which have these fancy cut, modified trillions. And there's one, and here's the other, and this one needs polishing as well. And it's 1124075. So we'll show you what these look like. And here's what they've got. What they've got is a one-of-a-kind, unique look to them. There are two different ways. Now I'm going to show you. There's a definite left and right, because there's one edge that's rather straight and one edge that points more outward. So I think you're going to put the straight edge by your cheekbone. This is going to be item number 1124075. It's going to be an 18 karat gold earring. And wait till you see them side by side together, the matching, the blue wing block Ds. It's 18 karat gold. It's also a 1438 total carat weight. It means each one is about a 720. And then you also have a 101 diamond weight to go along with them. That surrounds them. It puts the diamonds in front of the hoop as well. It's everything. But let me go ahead and show you what they look like side by side from a distance. And also that'll give you an idea of the length that they have as well. So I'm going to try to do this as best I can. Tweezers are not a great way to do this, but I need you to see the left and right element here as you see them. That's going to be a good look. Now here's the length. So they're not small. They're a large drop earring, which is why they've been $19,999. But tonight I'm saying no way. They cannot go at 20 grand. Yes. Oh, okay, Mary Ellen, sounds good. I'll put that designer piece aside for you. Oh, thanks, Ed, so much. And he was in South Carolina? Yes. SC. I like it. I'm from SC as well, but the school, SC, not the University of South, the one in Southern California. But hi, Ed, thank you so much. Ed, thank you for all your kind words. I appreciate that. Did you see the length, 1 3/4 there? I wanted to show you. That's what I mean by left and right design. See how each one kind of sets outward? Or you could do it the other way if you want to, but there's your carat of 1 in diamonds. So I'm going to just pop one on for you as well, so you can see what it's going to look like on the ear, because as much as we measure it, you never really get a full scope until you actually see them up close on the ear. But that is a gorgeous blue wing block D quality, and there's a new price on them. Oh, you can skip over $20,000 real quick. I'm not asking anywhere near that price. You ready to see them on? Oh, they're so beautiful. Look at this. I gotta just say, when you're talking about statement styles, so that's what happens when you got 7 carats in each earring. But isn't it that they look bigger? I mean, you know that I try on a lot of earrings for you. Every pair we have. We've seen some of these big Tanzanites before. That is a truly, I would say, I get it, it's a fancy cut. If it was an oval, if it was a cushion, we would be more apt to see those a lot. So we kind of are more familiar with those cuts. This is a fancy cut, so it's looking different. We don't know what to expect with that. And because it's really an elongated, also a bit more of, I believe the term, somebody's gonna have to tell me if you teach geometry, because I don't remember that far back. Too old to remember that stuff from like 7th grade, but maybe isosceles triangle is more like what we're getting. Was that when they're unequal sides, right? It's a little bit more unusual and then still a little bit modified from there. So it's that special look there, and then you've got the diamonds right down the middle of that hoop all the way around your fancy cut. They just, again, they are definitely looking larger than 7 carats, I would say, thanks to that fancy cut that's so unique. Let's go back to our wheel. They're not $99.99 either. That's just a beautiful, beautiful earring, and I'm gonna love telling you about this per carat price because it's gonna be one of our best we have seen, and obviously a little unique. And as long as you have, I realize you're not gonna have a ring with this cut because we haven't had one. But as long as you have blue wing block D, the consistency in the color is, I think, what's so key here, and that's what you're gonna get. So whatever cut you have, from cushion to Asher to emerald cut to oval, it's gonna work because you're gonna have the match in the color. And it's a beautiful snap bar hinge. It's basically, what I mean by snap bar is it's actually gonna, the hinge in the back is gonna snap up and down. It doesn't actually touch the post. But that doesn't mean it's not secure. It's completely secure. So this is, you know what, let's just take them down below 99, 89. 79, 69. I want to take them even lower than that, and this is going to be truly the best museum reserve blue wing block D per carat price we've had. And lately I've been really trying here, given that we're in the last few days of having this material, our museum reserves are limited to next to nothing. So we're really trying, we're working really hard to bring you values that, yes, they should be more, logically speaking, the best of the best, the stones that were literally set aside for museums, they should be more, shouldn't they? But not happening tonight. This is actually going to go to $59.99. I've done the per carat calculation for you. That is just a little bit over $400 a carat. It's $419 a carat on the fancy cut stones, and it's not a little diamond weight, it's a lot. You get a 101 diamond weight with it as well. So that's extremely important material there. Love that one. So glad they're here, and just a little bit more elongated than we usually see in the drops. And yes, that size looking even larger than they are. So $419 a carat on 2 exquisite, perfectly matched, stunning fancy cut stones of that blue wing block D best variety. All right. So that I was really proud of. I was excited to see that drop, but the drop was $89.99 tonight. So I just took an extra $3,000 off for the fun of it with that, you know, our technical issues we're having. So yeah, it's going to be a good one there. It's a good one. And I wouldn't think those are going to be here for long. Just couldn't be the case, because even if it was, let's say, a jeweler perspective who wanted to think about getting 2 matched up and just make 2 separate rings, or maybe make a ring and a pendant, or, you know, just have 2 of those very unusual cuts, should come with a premium price tag. Okay. Okay, the big yellow diamond necklace that we have, for the life of me, I don't actually know if there's platinum or 18 karat gold to which piece. So I'm trying to read hallmarks here, and I can't. So I might need to go get my loot, and it's in the car. So, and I can't leave the premises. The microphone will not work if I step outside the parking lot. So tell you what we're gonna do, guys. We got a great value. That's $419 a carat. Let's just go ahead and get to it. Last call on the hour here. We've got a few minutes left in this hour. We have the big Morganite coming up. This is one that I know you've been waiting for. I flashed it briefly. There's already been a lot of feedback, a lot of talk about this one, and I completely get it. I'm thrilled that this Morganite is here tonight. It's not one that you've seen typically. It's actually that true pink material that we love so much. It's 1125743. It's a round. It is a Portuguese cut round. So there's a little modification to that though as well. There are some of these modified Portuguese cuts where we see a little bit of extra. It's the same pattern, but they do more of the faceting. So what you end up with is this. A result where it looks, you know, brilliant rounds are usually considered the best way to go about getting brilliance, hence why they're called brilliant rounds. This Portuguese cut, it's just sensational. And the only problem with it is it's such a wide bridge, it sits really strangely on the wheel because I gotta do this to show you the stone. So I'm going to lift it up just so you can see that stone, and it's 1125743, and it's a huge 392. This is that pure pink, the pure pink private collection Morganite, pink beryl, and then 2 rows in diamonds right underneath, and look why it's elevated. To do a modified Portuguese cut, you have depth to your stone. Every stone, besides a little skinny little cabochon, is going to have that depth to it. You got what we call the culet. That point there at the very base, that's called the culet. Then you got the pavilion, which is all that leads up to that edge point there where you have the girdle. Yes, it's called the girdle of the stone right here. You see that? Basically, it's where the pavilion, it's right there, that line right there, where the pavilion meets the crown. Then the crown facets are the ones that tip up, and the flat surface across the top is the table. So the table goes to the crown, goes to the girdle, goes to the pavilion, goes to the culet. So that's your little gemstone cutting 101. But isn't it nice to be able to see all of that from the side and get that little peeky into it, right? A little sneak peek into that side of your stone where most mountings are not going to show that to you. Then you have the double row in diamonds that you see are running all the way underneath. We're opting for rose gold here. This one's got a great finishing all the way through the inside. You can see how nice and wide that band is, calling in my gold lovers out there who want more. You want more. You don't want us to shy away. Well, it's got 67 points in the diamonds, and that's what it looks like. You can still, despite this beautiful modified Portuguese extra faceting, you're still seeing the brilliance of the diamonds through it. And Wayne, what were you picking up over there? Oh, good. We've got requests coming in. I'm so happy to hear that because we have an hour and a few minutes left, and I would love to make it all about your requests for the whole time. Now, this is going to be one only. I'm hesitating here to give this value on such an important and rare piece, but I'm going to do it anyways. And only one of our designer rings is left from our diamond beginners in the beginning of the show. We still got a couple pendants here. Still got the big Paraiba for $99.99. And then let me tell you this. This one's got to go on the hand. Great if you want to stack with it. We still have a Diaspore coming up, a color change Diaspore. That'll be happening at the top of the hour. It's 5 minutes away. But this one's got to go first. And I have a feeling it will. Because it's also nowhere near, and this is what gets so crazy about this one, I don't know why we're doing $69.99 ordinarily when I've got permission tonight. They said, listen, it's tough to stand up here with only a little bit of your audience, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to get you an even better value. Even better, we'll make sure that we rock your world with the deals. That's what it's all about tonight. We only have an hour and 4 minutes to do it. This is your chance to pick up a divine piece. It just means more savings. You get the same high quality, fabulous jewelry that every single day of this year should be $69.99 on the show and proudly going out to somebody's home and collection, but instead going extra low tonight because it's needed. It's necessary. So you get the same great jewelry. You pay a whole lot less, and this makes it easy right now. The first caller can have it for less than $6 or $5 or $4 or $3,000. It's not $29.99. Not even close. I'll go even lower and we'll take a look at it on so you can see that. This is absolutely stunning. And it's too big for me, but just keep in mind, that doesn't mean you size up or down. It just means go true to size. It's just every piece is a different size here. And I'm sorry, but we have beautiful pink diamonds here. I have a gorgeous pink diamond today that's certified and it's 8,000 bucks. You know how big that diamond is? It's 38 points. It's 38 points. And there's a lot of us that say, I love pink diamonds, but I want a big pink diamond. But then it's millions of dollars to get big pink diamonds and nobody wants to do that. Well, We want to, but we can't always do it, right? Here's how you make it happen. You don't even spend $29.99 today. This is what looks like a pink diamond. That's my whole point. With that cutting you have, the way it's elevated up, the way it's that round with the double prongs, it's looking like a fabulous pink diamond when, let's face it, this is a rare color because most Morganites are never this color. They're actually a peachy, lighter blush. They're really light. I have those tonight. They're here in earrings. I'll show them. This is the example of what I'm talking about. Now notice this. This is not something we always get to do. I'm so glad these earrings, and the earrings, do not get me wrong, are really pretty earrings. They're gorgeous. And they're going to be here. And we're going to show them, and we're going to give you a chance. But look at the difference in the color. Do you see that is an entirely different color than that stone? That pear shape, and it's not because of the size of the cut. That is the inherent look of the material. And what you see in the earring and the pear shape on the left side of your screen is the more typical color of Morganite. That's what you would find if you're looking at a stone or a store that is really showing you exotics rare enough to have Morganite in the first place. Not all of them do, but if you're able to find Morganites out in a regular setting, a routine setting, a retailer, or the sort, you're going to see traditionally that color that's in the pear shape on the left side of your screen. That's a typical Morganite color. That is why when we say private collection, when we're talking about pure pinks, that's what you're getting. That's the difference maker. And you see that there. And there is absolutely nothing wrong with the earrings. They're lovely. It's just about getting a difference in the color there that is going to give you a more elite quality that is only here from our private collection. True story. We're not like, this big conglomerate, run by a VC firm here just to just pump out jewelry in mass quantities. There's enough of that out there. There's a lot of networks that do that, and that's okay too. We're here to bring you specialty pieces and truly share a gemstone collection by a family that has been in the gem business, not the jewelry business, the gem business. Jewelry is new to them as of 9 years ago. That's when this network started. We didn't just want to sell loose gems because there's a lot of jewelry lovers out there, and quite frankly, the best way to show a collector's gem is set in gold and in diamonds, giving you a vessel and an opportunity to wear. It's like do you realize you're walking museums when you have our jewelry on? It's like you are a portable museum exhibit all the time when you're wearing your jewelry, when you're wearing your gems. And that, I think, is really kind of carries with it an honor and an excitement, is that this isn't just mass quantity, mass produced, assembly line type run-of-the-mill jewelry. It's exotic pieces that are one of a kinds like this is, and yet we're going to make this better than even $29.99. Shocking it's even still here. I'll make it even better. We'll do it for $1,999 instead. Carol, your request is coming up. And it's coming up next. And it is truly, I'm not even a heart-shaped person, and I adore this pendant. So we'll talk about the Tanzanite pendant coming up that is also one of our best values in Tanzanite. So we'll see that coming up. Another museum reserve, but in a pendant with a heart shape and then two other heart shapes we'll explain. So that's coming up. $19.99 on this looker of a pink Morganite. Again, always nice. I never get the chance to show them to you side by side, to show you the difference between the colors that you get. That doesn't happen. That's very unusual. We're so proud we can bring that to you. And again, the earrings will be here, and we'll make those affordable as we can if you want to go that traditional blushy peachy color. But here is that true pink that we love so much. All right, coming up. Okay, that I didn't expect. I did not expect that one to stick around, but it's still yours for the taking if you like it. Here's one of those pieces that thank you for that request. And I hope we get a lot more of those, because I've got two ways to show this to you. First, consider this your Tanzanite look, because I want to show it here first where you can really appreciate the Tanzanite color, and then we'll set it up so you can really see the diamonds, because this is not just an ordinary bail. We created a very cool custom bail out of two very large diamonds that always are just a struggle to show here together. So now this is a better view at the diamonds here, so you can see what you're getting in these two large white diamonds that you have, and this is just stunning. So wait till you see it upright on the hand and on the neckline and all that good stuff. But it's 1124083, and it's 18 karat solid gold, and it's a $1575 on this major museum reserve blue wing block D heart shape. It's an exact heart shape, every little defined nook and cranny to make it a heart shape. And then you've got the 50 points among just two diamonds. One is a little larger than the other. I figure you probably got really close to it. I mean, I'd like to think it's a 30-20, somewhere in that range. That top stone of the bail is a little bit bigger than the second one. And it just looks amazing to have them all stacked together. I think there could be some great symbolism there, but with your 3 heart shapes that are together in that great pendant. And there's been another new markdown. $19,999 is where it began. And now we get to take it a whole lot lower than that for you to make this the easiest of all that we do here. And you got to keep in mind, it's 18 karat gold. Those are major diamonds. I know when we talk about per carats, we're not even talking about gold or diamonds. These are incredibly important diamonds that you have here. And you can see how they're sparkling. They're VS stones. And it's not going to be $99.99 at all. We're going to go a lot lower than that. Let me also show you the length in case you're not familiar. Obviously, it says 1 1/4 inches. We'll verify that with the ruler here behind it. There you have it, 1 1/4 inches, including that bail. I'm going to take it on over to the neckline so you can get a really true assessment of what it's going to look like scale-wise from a distance away there. That's a much better idea. And you're going to put your favorite chain with it, and it's going to go right behind that top, actually both heart shapes, and it's going to just be beautiful sitting because it's got this great basket behind it. It's going to sit evenly just the way it should on the neckline, not rotating or turning. We never want our beautiful pendants, especially there, that's more apt to happen the bigger the stone is, and that's not going to happen here. So let's go back to the wheel and get you a better price. Better than even $88.88, as a matter of fact, with that gorgeous gleaming heart shape. And I realize you're not seeing the diamonds at the moment, but this is really about giving you the proper angle. Let me actually hold it upright for you, because it's got to be probably bad luck to have a heart shape on its side like that. So let me just show you this right here, how it sits, so you can really see that definition of that cutting. Of course, those white diamonds are up there. I just want to give you a really good look at the Tanzanite. You know what our VS white diamonds look like at this point. Want to make sure you see the stunning quality and reds of that Tanzanite, and it's going to be better than even $8,500, much lower. First caller takes it, $79.99 only on that one tonight. I'm marveling at it. Just complete awe of a heart shape that does that. And then here it is again, as close as we can get with that really beautiful saturation it has. Don't forget about the Morganite, which is still here. And what other requests might you have for our last hour? Because we're in it. Sounds like Tim is verifying on the Morganite. Heart shape? Congratulations. Thank you so much. Our heart shape is spoken for. I do want to show you an incredible Sierra Santa Maria Aquamarine. Let's go grab that by the bail, take that away, wrap that up for you. Look at this. Whoo! It almost looks like a Paraiba. It's item number 1120254. Very nice, isn't it? That's lovely. Isn't that a special stone? 1120254. It's going to be our Sierra Santa Maria Aquamarine. We'll do some recaps a little bit later in case you missed anything. We'll make sure we recap what we can for you. And if you have requests, like I said, that was Carol's request. Give us a call, guys. We want to make sure we get your requests in. What can we discount for you tonight? This is going to be discounted as well, an $89.99 Sierra Santa Maria that has this complete finishing through the inside. It's going to be our 1.5 carat in diamond weight. This is what we consider, yes, the signature mounting. And those the Morganite earrings are coming up. So this is the stone that, keep in mind, look at these together, by the way, some of my favorite stones to wear together. Actually, my first design ever here was the combination of these two stones together in one ring. And I do love the idea of them sitting maybe one on one side and one on the other side of the hand. I mean, look at how beautiful those are. Just a great looking set or collection. So you've got the option to get the Morganite or the Aqua. The Morganite I mentioned because it's still here at $19.99 in the rose gold. Now this Aqua can be changed if you'd like to change the gold color. And those are together because they are sister stones. They are from the same beryl family, but we're looking at the absolute best varieties of each. And the word best is not something I just toss out because it sounds good and because you're used to hearing that all the time in our business. It's something that I take very seriously, and it's got to be very literal. And this is. Regular aquamarine does not look anything like Sierra Santa Maria. Sierra Santa Maria really just dials up the color saturation. It's more like a piercing blue sky. It looks incredible, and it's also this very big size you're getting, and got a carat and a half in diamonds to go with it. There's only one. We're in our last hour of the show, so if you do have requests, please get those in so we can help you with anything you'd like to see, but this one's got to go. And look at all these discounts. I mean, look at this. This bag has got a lot of discounts on it. So there's like, I'm seeing, yeah, $89.99 and $49.99 and oh, there was $69.99 in here too. Anyway, there's no rhyme or reason all these discounts. It just means rock bottom low is coming up right now, and it's not even $3,999. That has got to be our superstar of everything. Thank you so much, Charmaine. We've got your earrings coming up next for you as well. We'll take a look at some really cool tourmaline earrings, but this has got to go first, and it's under $3,500. We'll make it $3,499, and remember, you've got the carat and a half in diamonds there as well. Now, Tim, did you pick up the Morganite or no? Tim, did you pick up the Morganite? Yeah. Okay, so just making sure, I'm getting my recaps ready here for also this last hour, so thank you so much. And then we'll get to Charmaine's request. And then if you'd like this one, $3,499 only. So a great chance to pick that one up there. And then I'm gonna show you these pink tourmaline drops that we have here for you. They're actually hoops and then the drop, and we'll have some fun with these, and just one pair here, so lovely. And they're a really nice saturation level of the pink in the tourmaline. So we'll get these out here for you. And then if you like our fabulous aqua, I'm going to try it on the hand for you so you can see the size. It definitely is one of those that just immediately, I remember we had this mounting with a fire opal at one point, and we know that stone always looks double what it weighs, but even that stone was about 8 carats. So this aqua doing much of the similar thing, not to mention the stone's perimeter goes a little bit further. Then there's not a big gap between the diamond halo and the stone itself. It's really filling in that look, and that's making a difference too. There's a little bit where you've got the diamonds meeting up right there with the sides, so it's very complete, it's very seamless, and therefore it's looking even larger, and that color is just so consistent all the way through. Sometimes with these pear shapes, you'll get more intensity at the tip and the base of the stone. The stone is absolutely consistent, top to bottom, side to side. And then you still get to see the gorgeous clarity that aqua always gives us. It's a lucky stone. It's blessed with great clarity, these blue beryls are. But you see the clarity from the side angles here as well. And then it's got some great finishing on the inside. And how about that little swimming pool that's in the foreground of our wheel there? How about that? Again, I always like to point out, when that color is reflecting onto our wheel, it doesn't happen. We put up hundreds of pieces a day, and that doesn't usually happen. So the fact that that is looking as bright and just able to like transpose its glow onto that wheel is really saying something about that stone. 111-1105 is next. Take a look at this. Pink tourmaline. Well, they're really bordering on Rubellite. I'm going to go ahead and call them pink tourmalines, but that's just what it says here. They're really close to Rubellites, I would say. Very saturated. Any more red, they'd be a Rubellite. It's definitely a magenta type color. It's 111-1105. These go way back. I mean, I don't know if this was a specific request, but I got to tell you, if you're looking for a great deal, this is going to be it, because there's 512 of tourmaline, so over 2.5 carats in each stone, ovals of course. Then you get the 80 points in the diamonds that surround them. This is all starting with a hoop. I'll show them from a distance away. They're even in 14 karat white or yellow or rose. But this is going to be that clean polish of a hoop first at the start, and then here's what they look like from a distance away, and then I'll drop in the ruler for you as well so you can see how the length is actually going to be. Then we'll pop one in the ear for you, and you can see that. But gorgeous, rich magenta tones of tourmaline, a little over an inch, I'd say 1 1/8 inches there from top to bottom, and then I'll try one on. It's going to have a snap bar closure. That bar is straight, that post. So again, sometimes when they're curved, and I know that one's going to sit on its side for just a minute. I just got to pop one of these on. It takes 2 hands to do it. But look at how beautiful even the clarity shows from that angle, right? You see all that clarity gleaming from the side profile of the stone? That's what they look like from a distance away, just so you see how they're going to actually drape and where that length is going to hit as far as, you know, when they're on the ear and the movement they give. And it's actually, well, this is a really nice value on some big tourmaline earrings, that's for sure. And there is something about these really rich pinky tones that tend to go with everything else as well. So enjoy them if you get them. Just one pair. I love that we're changing the gold color for you if you'd like to. And let's go back to the wheel and take another close-up look, and I'll prop it up for you. And they're actually going to be only, well, they say $59.99, but that price tag, I think that item number is so old. It's from a previous computer system that we don't even employ anymore. So I think I can get away with a discount here right now that is going to make them a whole lot better than $59.99, just one pair. That is it. So that's the key, is really dialing in early, because you know I'm going to discount. I've already prefaced this with the discount, and yet we're going to make it a lot better than even $3,000, which is your half off price. We're going to take them lower than that. The very first caller, how about $19.99 instead? Jason, did you just pick up one of our pieces? Okay, so there's one. Here's the other, by the way, that I just took off my ear. So let me go ahead and show that one to you up close as well, so you can see what that's all about. There's that great matching. You could not ask for a better matching in the stone color. Two gorgeous pink tourmalines. Going to try to put them up side by side for you, up right here, so you can really appreciate those colors. There they are. A perfect match set there of your ovals. About right about almost $260 a piece almost. And then those diamonds around them. And so that's one pair. We'll see who's got them. And then coming up, this is just too fun. It's a little different. I'm going to show it to you. And then I think we're going to play a little Guess That Stone, because it's a rarity. I'm just going to show you, just for show and tell time. This is one of those stones that I don't think anyone would believe it if I even said it. It is a stone that actually comes out of a mine that we know produces blue wing block D. And that is actually, technically, I'm not going to call it Tanzanite. We usually consider Tanzanite blue zoisites. This is a zoisite. And I just want to show you that we've had our unheated stones before, where they give blues and greens together. This is a peachy pink color. Isn't that pretty? And it's really clean. And just a little heads up, just for a little, just kind of a moment of, here's what you may not know exists or may not have seen before. It's like a padbarasha color in a zoisite. And it's just unheated. That was one of those stones that's kind of the anomaly of the gem world, that was Mother Nature produced all naturally. And just wanted to show you that there is such a thing as unheated. We're calling it orange. It's really kind of an orangey pink blend of colors together, and it's really, really rare. So if anybody wants to inquire about that, please do. It's our 218 unheated pinky orange zoisite, and it's got lavenders, it's got pinks, it's got a little peachy tone. Really a unique stone. When we've seen the peacock stones that give the blues and the greens when they're unheated, this is a little bit different. So 112-5773 if you're interested. So that would be something special. It's not inexpensive because it is so rare, but it's a beautiful collector's stone, and it's still going to be a carat of 5 in diamonds around it, which is lovely. So the tourmaline earring drops are still here. We did have a Paraiba from earlier. What else? We had the bangle, and we had the Paraiba. We had a blue-green Paraiba, and we also had a more green Paraiba. And we do have the Tanzanites that are the drop earrings in those fancy cuts, but I just need to show you one of the pieces that a couple of my favorites have gone already, but let's take a look at this one. This is that zircon from earlier, if you missed it. In our number one, the radiant cut, super golden glow of a radiant center 709 stone. This is just one of those that, before we wrap up tonight, wanted to make sure you saw this. 18 karat solid gold, 7 carats 09 is the center stone, 71 points of different tapered baguettes that line up. There's a section of 4 at first. Let me pop them up so you can see that beautiful way that they shine. 4 stones immediately, then another separate single solitary stone that's wrapped in gold, and then a couple more turned on their side at the edge, all for a grand total of 7 stones per side, 14 stones all together, radiant cutting. You see that blurred effect of the double refraction, but you're going to see every color of the rainbow come through. And that is going to be, just a reminder, $29.99 for that $1 million look. It is fantastic. Also a reminder, the other thing I wanted to remind you was here earlier that I think is still here, is this yellow and white diamond bypass ring, and it looks like this. And it's under $1,000, and it's 112-4918. If you'd like to get what is platinum and 18 karat gold together, and 2 yellow diamond marquise cuts with the white diamonds the rest of the way. We're going to start now with our, oh wait, we have another request to get to, and then we're going to do the Morganite drops that I know so many of you are patiently waiting for. But do not wait on that zircon. Also, do not wait on this designer ring. Sharon, we've got your, oh, I love this ring. This is the Stardust band that we had earlier with the sphene, which you want to check with your operators and see if that's still here. And then Sharon just said, do you have the unheated lilac, lavender sapphire? It's almost like a purple diamond. and it's an emerald cut. I've said this before, I'm an advocate for purple sapphires under one condition. As somebody who owns a lot of amethysts for significant reasons, I do not want to invest what it takes to invest into a purple sapphire that is an amethyst color. And I don't think you should either. Because the only thing that it's going to give you that an amethyst can't is a little bit more durability, given that sapphires and rubies are not on the Mohs scale, all the same family. So I personally look for purple sapphires that are a specific color saturation. And what I want to see with those purple sapphires are stones like what we're seeing here, where I'm going to tell you what it looks like, and it's not amethyst, and it's not tanzanite, and it's really nothing else except for one thing, which would be just about the only thing rarer to get than what we're looking at, which would be a purple diamond. And if you got a really saturated purple diamond that was off the charts rarity, it would look like this. And yet this is an emerald cut stone showing off the clarity. That's what emerald cuts tend to do, is we don't usually use the emerald cut unless it's a clean stone. Here it is, 112-2392. Sharon, it's an amazing piece. I hope this is what you're looking for. I know the price is going to be so right. There's a brand new discount on it. It's at 14 karat gold for the wider band with that burnished setting of diamonds all the way scattered throughout. Larger and smaller diamonds, different sizes, but all set into the gold. Notice that it's got great mirror finishing that, yeah, from certain angles picks up a lot of glare. It's all that white gold, or it could be yellow or rose. It's a full carat 08. Always tough to get a sapphire that achieves an over 1 carat size. This one did, and it's unheated. All that said, it didn't need any help whatsoever. It's a completely unheated, untreated stone. It's even slightly elongated, and it's got 53 points in diamonds, and one only is it ever going to fly. Because just like we saw earlier, I had the same mounting earlier in a yellow gold with a sphene. That was my best color change sphene radiant cut, and that was fabulous. I'm going to take a very rare sapphire and make it very affordable. It was $49.99, and now it's not. Here's what it looks like on the hand. It is a slightly concave design, the way it's built, so you can just, it's subtle, but you can see it dips down just a bit in the middle and then lets your stone, so that this is for those of you that are conscious of not wanting your stone to sit up too high. You don't want it in the way, so that's what that helps to achieve. It also is going to be better than 39 or 29 or 19, and look how it lights up. Look what it does. That's what an unheated stone does. When it's that perfect, like, think like neon lilac. By the way, I have to remind you, it's a one only, so its first caller gets it. So I know it's for a request. It was brought out for a request. It's a beautiful piece, but it is first caller. And I never know who it is until after it's already gone. So this is where you've got to give us a call now if you love it, because it's not even 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14. There's a wide band of gold there that should be far more than $14.99, and that's not your price. And there's a 1 carat plus ultimate, like a neon. It seems to be like, have you seen the little glow that it gives, especially when you tip it up to eye level, like what you're going to see when it's on the hand. It's got that ultraviolet type hue that almost, like, think of it like an electric blue where it's glowing. The whole stone on the inside lights up and tends to glow like it's this amazing UV blue. Like, think about it. That's what it looks like, and it's just incredibly bright, and yet it's not pastel. It's bright. It definitely commands attention, and it's not $14, it's not $13.99. I mean, my goodness, someone will take it and be the happiest sapphire collector out there. We're going to make it $1,299 instead. $12.99 will get it to you. That's fantastic. And then we got to figure out something to do here. And I got Tanzanite. I've got a big Diaspore deal. I've got a diamond necklace, and we have Morganite earrings, all still to come in this last 40 minutes. So you tell me what you'd like to see. Requests are more than welcome. But that is not a piece that should stay here for $12.99. Beautiful moment there. And then we also have that zircon. Do not let that one skip by you, because we've got somebody will be taking that zircon before the night is over for that golden hued zircon, 7 carats plus. This is the purple sapphire. Gotta go. Then we're gonna do a quick moment here with a Diaspore that you're gonna love. I promise those earrings. I know so many of you have been waiting on those Morganite earrings ever since we flashed them. The go with everything designer earring that is here for you in rose gold with the the Morganite pear shapes, and then this floral butterfly design that then meets up with the halo, a larger diamond. I mean, it's diamonds top to bottom. You've got 1125709. Let me know on that beautiful purple sapphire. Sharon, we'd love to get your feedback on that one if you're looking for something else. I know that there aren't many purple sapphires here, just overall, because I've been looking for a requester for several years now. That's one of our few that's available in the purple sapphire. So it's a little slim on the purple colors. They're rare in nature, so you know, blame Mama Nature. They're not readily available, but here we are with a very special pair of earrings, and it's going to be 70 points in your pear-shaped Morganites. This is the traditional color. It's not a bad color. We just happened to show you the true pink earlier that had that, you know, really nice pink diamond color. This is where it's truly the classic Morganite color. If you have a piece from somewhere else that's in Morganite, let's say in a ring, and you want an earring to match it, this will be that match, because it's that real traditional color you usually see everywhere. 70 points, 35 points in each pear shape, plus you've got the diamonds at 58 points. They're in rose gold, lever back style, easy to wear, easy to close, secure when they are, and it's a $29.99 earring, but that's not going to do anything tonight. That's just a way to sit there and let them just kind of, you know, shimmy back and forth and say, oh, that's a great price if I'm ever in the mood for earrings. But then we have to take it from, wouldn't that be nice, to I gotta have them. And that's exactly what these values are really inspired to do. So when you see this drop on the earring, they are 1.25 inches from top to bottom. I'm going to pop one on for you as well. This is to note, the lever back in the front is not just plain gold. It has diamonds throughout. We got to make some magic happen, so let's get to it. 38 minutes to go in our Wednesday entirely, and we're not asking $19.99, and I'm not even asking $9.99, because that's how serious we are about taking all these pieces even lower than they've even been before. And this is an earring. This is not new. We've had this before. I probably presented this 9 or 10 times in my tenure here, and yet they've got to go tonight for a lower price and a better value, and ever so sweet, the earring, because you see there, it's diamonds top to bottom. It's starting in front of the lever back. There's that little, well, first of all, it's a big diamond individually. Then you've got the little crisscross. Then you've got the pear shape completely surrounded in the halo and diamonds, and yet they're not even $888, and they're not $799 either. We're taking them lower, and this is your go with everything earring because the color is such that it goes with everything. It's a feminine neutral stone. It goes with absolutely everything from your brights to your classics to your neutrals, everything in between. And it's not going to be $799. Take another look at them up close. Aren't they pretty? There feels like a little vintage nod there, just with the details of what looks like that little floral star butterfly. It's $777 for the pair. And remember, we had the ring earlier, which you'll have to let us know if you want that ring. The ring was only $19.99 for the round in a ring. And then we've got more museum markdowns for you. We've got some great meltdown prices. That purple sapphire is still here. Highly recommend dialing in on that one, because it looks like we got a quiet last hour here, and that's going to have to turn. We got to make sure we get you a 4-carat 19 cushion cut on the way in a Tanzanite, so one of our very affordable cushion cuts coming up. We also have the big diamond piece with the yellow diamond in a necklace. So if you are missing out on all the yellow diamond pieces we've had tonight so far that have been very popular, we do have this big pendant, yellow diamond at a carat 12. Plus all the white diamonds that come around it. That's going to be 94 points in white diamonds. So got some good options for you still to come. And a few key pieces left from the show to call about. Let's show you what looks like. Let me ask you something. If you see this necklace on my neckline, and you know I love an emerald cut, you know I wear an emerald cut every day of my life, let me show you this. This looks like the match to anybody who loves an emerald cut. Now, if that were an emerald cut diamond solitaire, it would be something you'd be investing tens of thousands of dollars into in a VS quality. Let me show this to you up close. If you'd like our Morganite drops, they're still here for you. I just wanted you to see that from a distance away, that was like your across the table view. It looks like I was just wearing an emerald cut diamond that was probably about, well, it'd be about 2 carats. Instead, I don't have a 2-carat emerald cut diamond. So what I'm going to do is bring you the necklace that's going to give you the look of. And yes, it's an entire necklace, and I hope it'll just sit right up here for us with all these baguettes and rounds that come together to make the look of one center stone, which is only the hottest style going right now, is this idea of a station style necklace with something in the middle. And you know, the jewelry world has really turned. It's less about pendants now, where you're supplying your own chain. And it's more about complete necklaces. That looks higher end. There's something to be said, and for years and years and years, when we wear something along our necklines, it's usually a pendant with a bail, we put our chain through it and we wear it. There is a huge trend right now where, yes, it's a subtle difference, but there is something to be said about having a complete necklace where everything is attached, meaning everything's always going to stay right centered up where it should. Everything's going to be all fully giftable, where you would give this to somebody and you would never have to worry about, do they have a chain that's going to match or be the right size or be the right length? It's all in one. And yes, that naturally would elevate your price tag quite a bit because you're getting the chain included. It's all more design elements. It's more labor to put it together. But can we just make you a deal when it's September, what, 18th, 19th on the East Coast, 18th still out here? It may not be on your radar yet to think about holidays, but you know that September's gone by in pretty much a flash. So it's almost Halloween, and then it's Thanksgiving, and then it's end of the year. And we got holidays right around the corner, and we all know how that goes. So this could be a gifting opportunity. Now, I wouldn't say that if it was still $39.99 because I would never show it to you if it was $39.99, but I am ready to adopt a brand new price for our night tonight. It's our last call in the evening. We have 30 minutes left. Here's what I'm going to do. This is a full necklace that could not be more elegant. And let me tell you something. When I was setting out to get a diamond ring, I said, I want an emerald cut, because there is something ultimately sophisticated about an emerald cut. There's an immediate elegance to it. So whether you're just getting somebody in your life started on fine jewelry and you want to start her off right with an elegance about it, if you know what you love and you want one for yourself, or maybe you want to get a couple of them for mom and sisters and daughters and best friends, this is going to be affordable enough to where you can do that in a high-end designer, yes, necklace, the whole necklace. Take a look at 111-8584. It's going to be, let's just come in a little closer here too to really look at the quality of those diamonds and notice the clarity on each and every one of them. And yet, I'm just going to move it for just a second here. Don't worry, I'm not hurting those diamonds. They're a ton of the most scale for a reason. So here's what it looks like up close and personal, where you've got that amazing look, and then you see how it's attached. Now, when the chain is upright, like it's going to be, it doesn't look as awkward, right? It looks strange right now because there's two little O-rings and then the chain drapes down. It's not going to do that when it's on the neckline, which you'll see again. It's 15 points and 4 points. That's 19 points in total, baguettes and rounds. There is a full adjustability of all the classic lengths in this chain. We're going to be busy on these phone lines, because I have to find a way to get busy on the phone lines, because we can't make this a 30 minutes that just goes by the wayside and say, see you tomorrow. We've got to move some jewelry here. So I'm going to take everything you've ever seen about the $39.99 necklace. We're tossing it out the window. We are making you a better value. We're getting you something that is rare to say this, but it's giftable. It's giftable. I don't get to talk about gift giving. I don't sell $30 items, and sometimes I wish I did. That'd be fun, right? But that's not what we sell, because we only do fine jewelry in high-end quality. But by goodness, do we make it a value where you are not even spending $3,000 or $2,000 or $1,000, because if I'm going to talk gifting or getting multiples for bridesmaids and sisters and daughters and granddaughters, and a multiple if you want to for yourself, this is going to be how you do it. And by the way, you could stack and layer these because of that adjustable length. There's 16, 17, and 18 all built into one necklace. It's not a choice of, it's not a, oh, pay extra if you want 18 inches. Shouldn't that be more? Shouldn't it be more to buy an 18-inch necklace? It is everywhere else on the planet. It is more money to buy an 18-inch necklace than it is to buy a 16-inch necklace, and it doesn't matter right now. You get all three of them with the premium lobster claw closure, which is just easier to maneuver for you. And it's not even going to be $19.99 or $1,000. The goal is to get every single one. Now, I don't have many. I have 5. So that could be, maybe somebody gets 2 or 3. It could send our quantity out really, really quickly. White, yellow, or rose is also an option. And did I mention this? 18 karat solid gold. Let's take a look at it from a distance on the hand here. I gotta say, Tony, it does say lobster claw on the graphics. It does here on mine, but it's a spring ring. So I'm gonna correct that because, yeah, I always double check those things, and it is a spring ring closure, which I'll show you now. And then it's got, oh, I love this, that little heart charm. Do you see it right next to the spring ring? There's a little heart charm. So if you decide to use 16 or 17, you're gonna have a little drape to your chain in the back. And that way you're going to get that little charm. It's a little disc. You could have it engraved if you want to. It's a little bit of just an extra little designer nod and detail there. So you can see there, it's a little heart charm that's all mirror finished. Let's take a look at it from a distance. Like I said, this is the equivalent size to getting about a 1.5 carat or 2 carat diamond if it was a single solitary stone. That's what it looks like from a distance. I'll show it on the neckline again, but $9.99 is not going to work. We're doing everything we can here to really give you some big time values. And is it ever a moment to get one right now when you still see, even from this distance away, which this isn't your across the room. This is just like you're sitting across the table from somebody, and it still already looks like a single solitary emerald cut, doesn't it? And the way it's got that, you know, the great chain attached to it, it's never going to flip, it's never going to turn. You're never going to have suddenly look in the mirror and, oh, there's your necklace. Oh, no, that's not going to happen. It keeps it centered up. It keeps that centerpiece, which looks like that solitaire, right there, centered up on the neckline. 16's right about here, 17's right about here, 18's right about here. So you get all that range. And that's why it's also going to work for anybody you might want to give it to. That's a fabulous idea. And what looks like an exquisite single diamond is made up of some really beautiful, bright, amazing individual larger diamonds. They're still all larger diamonds. Boy, for a second there, it was really showing you without the glare. I'm going to try to do that again because I know it looks like one way under a certain angle, and then there it is looking like, okay, now we see it. Now we see how white and bright those stones are. 888, 777, 699. What can we do to make it an easy, easy deal? Not a one of us that doesn't love to wear diamonds, right? But there's something about that simple elegance where you could have walked into a designer retailer right now and easily drop $12,000 on a necklace that looks exactly the same. Or you can get it here and have it sent to your doorstep and still get a couple weeks to decide if it's for you or not, and maybe get a couple and choose your gold color and get all those extras that we deliver, and you've got it for less than $6.99. Yes, we need to go lower. Yes, it could be that gift you tuck away and you're done. You're done. Potentially, if you need, and there's your side profile, so it's got a really nice basket work behind it, but still open, so you can get a lot of light to those diamonds. There's just something special about the way the baguettes play with the light. Baguettes and emerald cuts do the exact same thing. They do the same thing. They have the similar look. The only difference is a baguette has a really stark corner, and the baguettes have those notched corners. Other than that, the step facets within, we're really busy on the phone lines. And you know what I'm going to do is give you a gift. I'm advocating this as a gift, potentially. I think you need a gift, and it's 18 karat gold. That is a huge upgrade. The $600 chains that are $600 in 14 karat gold jump up to $1,200 when they're 18 karat gold because it's 75% pure gold. So it's a totally different animal when you get 18 karat gold as opposed to 14 karat gold, and it's not $6.99. Let's go even lower, and we've already got 2 of our 5 gone. Spoken for and done. This is a quick moment, and the only way that I have to get you the look of a diamond solitaire, our round half carats are sold out. They were a fraction of this size. Do you remember when we had the round 1 carat stones? They looked so much smaller than this. This gives you a bigger look. For those of you saying 19 points isn't enough, Lolo, well, this is the illusion setting. That's the beauty of the illusion setting, is you put bigger individual diamonds together. You don't have one huge diamond, which saves you all the cost that would run you, but it still gives you that look. And the most important thing is you're not having to forego quality, because every one of those single diamonds is a VS quality, white bright. I mean, you see it on the wheel here. It's in white gold. It's up against a white backdrop. If there was yellow or brown, you would see it. And yet it's not $6.99. We're going to blow them out right now. $599 a necklace. And I hope you can at least get one for yourself. Think about getting a couple for gifting. It's be like the perfect piece to get anybody who loves fine designer jewelry, but maybe shies away from some of the fine designer diamond price tags that are out there. Like when I talk about $12,000 price tags, that's what the designer gets. We had it for $39.99 until we realized, well, nobody here around these parts is going to pay that for a 19-point diamond weight, no matter if it is an 18 karat gold or not. So we just made it a lot more affordable at $5.99. Thanks for shopping with us tonight. Let's get a move on in 60 more seconds. We're going to show you some Tanzanite before we go. Diaspore is on the way, only one of the rarest stones that the world has to offer us. And we're going to show you we have some Morganite drop earrings for you as well. Anything else we can share, find out from the vault. Anything we can bring out for you, let us know. So we can do that, and then we'll get you a little final recap. of our show. There's a big Paraiba still here. We had a carat 04 Paraiba that was $16.99. That was a very nice size. All righty, we'll move on. Thanks so much, everybody. Let's take a look at this Diaspore. 1125747 is next, and this will be interesting. I'm just going to put it up here, and we're going to give you the most elite Diaspore I've had. So there was a little issue on Monday when I saw you guys last, and that was because on Monday night we had Diaspore after Diaspore after Diaspore request, and they all sold out. And we had nothing left to show you. And there were still requests coming in, so we got busy, and we made a new one yesterday, Tuesday, and here it is debuting right now, 1125747. So there's a big trade show going on right now in Hong Kong. It's overseas, and it's one of those that gives us a really good, obviously up to the moment wholesale price comparison. Well, their Diaspores are out there. We had one dealer we've worked with in the past, and I just have a great story to tell you because this is just about true stories about where jewelry is and gemstones are right now. The wholesale price on the Diaspores as of today at the Hong Kong Trade Show for a 2-carat stone, in which I have a 121. There was a 2-carat and there was a 1-carat, so I'm going to give you both, okay? The 1-carat wholesale price for the 1-carat Diaspore, which is really, truly one of the most sought-after stones of the wholesale retail trade right now. That's what everybody's trying to get their hands on. Everyone's heard there's very little of it left, so everyone's trying to get their hands on what they can. Very limited. Well, guess what? The 1-carat Diaspore in the wholesale trade show as of today is wholesale trading for $3,200. The 2-carat, you would think, would just go to $6,400, but it actually went up because it's a harder size to get in this rare one-source material. So that 2-carat stone is actually $8,500. That's wholesale. That's a loose stone. That's a stone in a box. Here's where you get a chance to get a finished piece of jewelry. We put a 121 oval in the middle of a double halo with the yellow diamonds and the white diamonds, so we really upgraded it for you. And it's 1125747, and you get the 121. You see the double halo there. That's 9 points in the yellow diamonds, 60 points in the white diamonds. You see how much bigger those stones get there on the outside edge. And that's going to be zero to start, $100 increments. Let's go. Let's go. Let's find out who's with us, if anybody is still with us. I know it's a light viewership night here. We had some serious technical difficulties that kicked off on Monday, and that continued, unfortunately, today for most of our viewers. So here we are, giving you now a zero to start, $100 increment, no reserve moment to get a stone that right now is right between those two prices in wholesale. But just rest assured that we're not asking for $3,200 for the stone by itself. And it's a bigger than 1-carat stone, and it's got great color and great clarity, and it changes color too. So there's no open on that one. We'll move on. Coming up, we've got ruby on the way. Yellow diamond is here. I do have one Tanzanite. I know we've seen the pendant. It's gone. We're going to show you some museum pieces on a wheel. We'll get you a great chance to be, oh, wait, we do have a bid. Hold on, we're going to sell it after all. Give me some money, and I'll give it to you. It's like, doesn't need to be a lot of money. Just give me $100. I'm doing $100 increments, so as long as we get somebody out there that's willing to pay $100 for a ring that should be tonight, our price is $33.99. Do we have 100? We got $300. A generous open. It was actually $300 as our first bid because they're playing strategy and they want you to bow out. They want to be the only one. They want to be the last one standing, and they figure, well, if I do 300, nobody's going to challenge me. Let's see if anybody does. We have $400. We just got a challenger. Tim's bidder's at 4. We're looking for 5 or more. We're looking for 1,000 or more. We're looking for 2,000 and more. How much? $500 we have. Let's try it on the hand, and that is the double halo of yellow and white. So yes, we're at 5 now. It's not a $500 ring, but it could be. It could be. 600, you got it. 2 bidders only, by the way. There have only been 2 bidders on this auction so far, and we're at 7 now. 700 on the Diaspore. Come on in. The shopping is more than fine. The shopping is all about saving. This is hardly shopping. This is like stealing jewelry, but it's all legal, and there's no legal ramifications. There's no jail time, no bail money required, nothing like that. It's just steal from us tonight while we still can do this, right? While we're still here saying, take our jewelry. $700 is what we have, and that's it. Okay, well, it's going to be our last call on this one. No reserve, not smart. That's what I needed to do to make sure that something would go on a $3,400 piece tonight. It is a Diaspore that, remember, all those beautiful colors you get, it still changes color to a completely different hue and tone. It goes from this beautiful golden green to a pinky purple color, and we're here with only $700. Jason, do you have our $700 bid? And do you know who that is? Kathy in New York. Thanks, Kathy, for being with us. I know it's late out there, so appreciate you staying up with us for these values. Well worth it if you can get that Diaspore for $700. It's going to be well worth it. And we're done. All right. Well, it's been fun, guys. It's been a wild ride tonight. We have $700 and nobody else, so I'm going to give it a 2-minute clock so that it's not too late yet. But we're getting there. We're getting there. And you only got 19 minutes left to shop a deal. Whatever it can be, whatever you want to see, whatever it is. But we just got 8. Never mind. We just got $800. Kathy, we're at 8 now. We've got a new bidder that just came in at $800. So I see that in our second row of our phone bank there. So thank you. So we've got $800. We're looking for 9 or more. Again, great value. I don't know about you guys, but you don't find these in most places. Have you seen one in a retail store? Can you teach me? Because I have not seen one yet. And I'm out there for my job. I have the absolute horrible job of having to go look at jewelry in retail every single day. And that doesn't mean physically, I can't get to stores physically every day, but thank God we have something called the World Wide Web that makes it really easy. You know, and I talk to museum curators on a weekly basis. I'm in the retail design world as well. I've got a line coming out with one of the biggest retailers in the world. We have $900, by the way. So, you know, keeping up to date with what's happening in the jewelry world is my job. That is what I'm required to do so that I can, you know, hopefully just share that all with you if you can't be in a jewelry store every day. And I have yet to see a Diaspore in a retail store. Seen them in the wholesale trade. I've yet to see one offered in a retail establishment. I've seen a couple on TV. You guys have told me about what you've experienced on TV and how pricey they are, $3,000 and $4,000 a carat going under trade names that, by the way, are the same thing. We are back in the lead here at $900. I'm going to give it a final 2 minutes, though, and this is it, last call. But what we've done here is not just giving you a loose stone. It is a set piece. It is in solid gold, actually two-tone, so it goes with everything. If you're like me and you like to wear both colors of gold and all metals, you are, you know, non-discriminatory when it comes to all metal colors. We love jewelry, right? We tend to wear it all. This is the ring you put on every day, and it's always going to tie everything else together because it's got the yellow gold and the white gold together. You also have the yellow diamonds and the white diamonds together, and we're going to give it final 2 minutes to go until we send this one out, and then we'll see our Tanzanite here at the end of the show. Anything else you want to see or request or see recapped, now or never time. And please don't wait till the following day because things don't last. And we have now 95 seconds remaining. Anybody thinking about it? Wanting to bid? No problem. You just got to dial in the next 90 seconds and hustle to it because there's a little delay with the broadcast, which is why it takes 2 minutes to finalize the auction. But that is so it's not a $900 ring. Oh, I wish this was a $1,000 ring. But that's the thing. Because of this no reserve live auction, it can be. I have no choice. I can't get out of this. I can't get away from this. This is what's happening. I have got this ring and I don't have a choice. It's selling under cost tonight unless somebody comes in with $3,300. It is selling under cost. And isn't that nice that we're not making 5 times the profit margin? We don't do the 5 key, the triple key. Some of the retailers out there get 20 times what the piece cost them, and they can because they put a designer name on it. We are not in that business. And we ask for whatever our price is, works on such teeny tiny little non-existent margins anyways. So when we go backwards of our price tags, there is a savings. Come on over and take a look at it because we got 30 seconds left. But that's what's so important is if you see $3,400, that's a great value. And you know it and I know it and we all do because we understand jewelry well enough to know that gold bands are $4,000 by themselves. And you start piling in diamonds and it gets very pricey. We are at $900. It's incredible. And I'll show you a Tanzanite and then we'll get you a little recap wheel and then we're done. So final seconds here, $900 going once. Anybody want to come in with 1,000? Wayne, are you on this one? No? Jess, are you on this one? All right, so do we have 1,000? Uh-oh. Look at this, though. That's coming up. You got it? All right, sold. Congratulations. That's gone. 69 points in diamonds. Just one. Okay, now we take our look. Oh, yeah. We just turn our attention to really the grand finale of what's new tonight. Then I'll do a little recap for you. What a piece. Oh, my. This Tanzanite is Whew, top notch. 419 is the size. Item number is 1125552. It's a cushion cut square. It's a little more exotic. It is a 4-carat 19 stone. You get 86 points in diamonds to go with it too. And it's just the halo and the diamonds down the sides. So given that it's 86 points means you got big diamonds. And look at that, splitting the sides of that split shank or a diamond row leading right up to that side of that halo. Everything about it so squared off. So many reds coming through, even under the most unforgiving light possible. I'm just so glad we can bring it to you at a great big discount right now for the end of our night. $69.99. I wish. Whatever host out there is getting $69.99 for a 4-carat Tanzanite, they have far more skills than I have. Because I would not be able, if my life depended on it, to get $7,000, and I got the best material in the world. Yes, go ahead, Andy. You know what, Andy? I need a loop, or I need you to tell me, is the chain platinum and the piece is 18 karat, or vice versa? Because that's why I can't see even on the camera. And I don't want to give them wrong information, and I don't have a loop out here because it says platinum and 18K, and I don't know which is which. So maybe if you can loop it back there while I sell the Tanzanite, that would be really helpful, and then I'll show that because I can't tell which is which. Certainly can't tell by looking. But here we go. This one is not going to be $69.99. No, it is not. We got the diamond necklace coming up with the big yellow diamond I've been flashing all night. Then we'll do our brief recap. We only have 3 pieces to recap, 4 actually. And I'll make this even better than 69. It's time to go. And here's what it looks like on the hand. And I know from experience that usually it's the 4 and the 5 carats that everyone wants. That is by far the most requested. It is by far. Hi, Sally. Thank you so much. 1967. It's a little before my time. I'll have to look that one up. I can't say I'm familiar, but I'll look it up. That'll give me something to do later tonight when I cry myself to sleep. Here we go. This one is not going to be $69.99. What's up? Got it. Got it. Sounds good. Thank you. And do we get a length on this chain? Because it looks like a long one. All right. So we'll do that. I'll get it. Let's do this, guys. We're going to make sure this is really, really affordable. How about run out of time? Let's go crazy on this price. We're going to make this just, you know what, skip it. $19.99. Done deal on the big 4 carat. It tends to be where everyone's kind of comfortable wearing a certain size of blue wing every day. Here's what it looks like on the hand here. And that's a really, look at that stone. That's what's interesting about the cushion cut square is that it's giving light and it's giving brilliance, like it's a round. And I don't tell you this all the time. It is like a square cushion is like a round with corners, right? It really is. You should expect some of the similar features as we go back to our wheel. You should expect some of that because it is very similar. And this is where a cushion cut square is different than a cushion. A regular cushion is not going to do all that. It's not going to bring all that liveliness. It's not going to bring all that flash. And I'd say we want that flash. Give us the flash. We're going to bring the yellow diamond necklace out for you. You said platinum for the pendant, 18K for the chain. Got it. All right. So we're going to show this, and I'll just make a note of that here for our system. We're going to do something really, really special on this yellow diamond necklace. We already had one yellow diamond necklace go tonight. And now we're going to show you something that has an even larger center stone. It's a carat 12. And here it is. This is the cushion yellow diamond. Oh, so pretty. It is 112, 4726. I'll put it on the neckline and measure it for you. But first, it's platinum and 18K. The chain is going to be 18 karat gold. The pendant itself is platinum. And it's got this lacy-like finish. But let's talk about that 112 yellow diamond, 94 points in white diamonds as well. Do you realize you're getting over 2 carats in diamonds? There's a lot going on there. And then as we tell you about 4726, we're going to make this really affordable. Because I already did an affordable price tag on a yellow diamond earlier. And now, yes, we're going well over 2 carats here. It's 206. Yes, we're going platinum upgrading here. We're going platinum and 18K. The chain, by the way, is an 18-inch maximum length, but it is adjustable. So let me see. Why is this twisting and turning? All right. Bear with me. It seems to not want to cooperate. So there was a little kinky in the chainy. And here we go with the look on the hand here. Why is it not happy? Let me see. I'll tell you what, I might have to take the chain off the piece. It's just got a little twist under the bail. So I'm going to try to make sure that we can show you. I just need to give you the length so you can see the size that it's going to have. And I will figure out a different way to do this. And then we're going to show you what it looks like from a distance away. I'll get you the length measurement here, top to bottom. And then we'll show it on the neckline. But it's going to be a super value. Of course, everything has been tonight. Hope you've been able to shop something you love. About an inch top to bottom. Let's put it on over the neckline for you so you can see it there. And that's what it's going to look like from a distance away. And yes, we're going to throw in this chain. You see that little bead, though? It's always going to be adjustable on these chains lately. We're giving you 18 inches maximum length, but you get the option to cinch it in if you'd like to. So that's what it looks like from a distance. We're throwing in the chain for you. One of our bigger yellow diamonds. I would say it looks even larger than a carat 12. I mean, there's something about the separation. When you get that little extra negative space between the halo and the stone itself, I always find that makes it look bigger. And we're gonna make it only, you know what, skip it, $99.99, can't do that. Not gonna work. We have a Paraiba sitting here for $99.99 still available. We're gonna make this even more affordable for you, and it's only gonna be $1,000, or you know what, not $29.99. I was gonna I'm looking at all my recaps here. We got 4 pieces to recap in rings. I have 1 bracelet to recap. We're going to make this $29.99 only, which I know someone's already verifying. They just need to see it on. The Tanzanite is still here at $19.99. And we got to make sure that yellow diamond goes with that really fabulous cushion. It's almost a square cushion. It's got a little more length top to bottom than it does side to side width, but a really good look nonetheless at $29.99. So I hope you can grab that one with a 2 carat 06 total diamond weight. That's when you add it all together, because it's 112. But what we're not seeing up there is the white diamond weight, which is 94 points. So you're getting much more than just 1 yellow diamond. It is all the bigger white diamond weight that you have, including in the bail there. Feels very artistically done with the details it has, the larger diamonds that sit between the pear shapes. And when I say pear shapes, they're round brilliant stones, but they're set in a pear-shaped setting. So it gives it a lot more to look at and enjoy. All right, so $29.99. Let's go to our wheel, because I'm going to bring back this Tanzanite, which we didn't get a lot of time with. And then I want to show you, since we have 7 minutes here, I have 4 rings. Actually, let's keep the Tanzanite up there. So it'll be 5 rings in total. And we've got 7 minutes. Can we just get 5 more rings out the door? Here's the Paraiba. These have all been presented earlier in the show. Here's the bypass ring in platinum and 18 karat gold. I don't know how much longer this can stay here, but it's got 2 big yellow diamonds, and then it's got a platinum and 18 karat gold setting, and it's a big overall ring. And it's under $1,000 for that diamond ring in the back left. I also happen to have this purple sapphire. It was brought out by request. It's an emerald cut over a carat. It's in a wider band. It's still available, and it's only $12.99. And then I also have the gorgeous zircon, and that is here as well. And this zircon has the most honey-rich golden yellow tone with the tapered baguettes. And it's going to be, well, everything on this wheel is either $29.99 or less. And my most pricey piece up there is the zircon. Everything else will be far less than that. So $29.99 or less. I'm going to walk you through if you haven't seen these yet. We've got the platinum and 18 karat gold yellow and white diamond band ring for $9.99. This is the Paraiba tourmaline in this chevron style. And that Paraiba and the chevron, by the way, it's also 2-tone gold, white and yellow. That's going to be $16.99. The Tanzanite in the middle, $19.99. The purple sapphire, which is an unheated stone in a 108 carat weight, that is an emerald cut. That's only $12.99. Big ring for $12.99. And then, of course, the zircon, $29.99. So $3,000 less than. You've got all these great choices up here. We've got a few short minutes left. We see you back tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Pacific. Hope to see you then. Hope you have any requests. You get them in really quickly. The Tanzanite drop earrings are here. The Morganite drop earrings are here. Anything else you'd like to see before we go? If there is something you want to check on availability, well, it's a good time to do that as well, like those diamond necklaces we had for $5.99 in the 18 karat gold. The yellow diamond necklace I just had, which is a pendant and a chain together. That is still here for $29.99, just showed that. So any questions you have on anything on that wheel, all $29.99 or less. And it's actually $9.99, Tony, because the back left is $9.99. So the most affordable piece, if you want to really get a divine piece of jewelry and spend very little to do it, you're probably looking at that back left with the 2 marquise cut yellow diamonds together. And yes, that's only going to be $9.99, back left. Also, if anyone needs a merengue deal, I've got this merengue deal. I'll just, I sometimes you gotta wonder if anyone's out there. So there's one way to find out, just out of sheer curiosity. I'm wondering if anybody's still here to get the merengue deal of a lifetime. The merengue that I just put up there, you have not seen. It's a carat 06 merengue spinel. One of the rarest stones, only discovered in 2007, was gone shortly after. I'm going to do that merengue in the bridge with the carat and diamonds, and it is over 1 carat merengue. And that ring, $79.99. I'm going to help you. If you want the merengue I just added to the wheel, I'm going to make it so ridiculously affordable. I just want to see you send me an attention, which I know you can't hear me because I'm not supposed to whisper. But I'll tell you right now, this should not be said on live television. But this merengue spinel that is 106 in the pair and 1 carat of diamonds in the bridge and a large, heavy mounting of gold in your choice of gold color is going to be $1,888. For a merengue spinel over a carat, $1,888. Just my let's see who's paying attention to the end of the night deal is right up there right now. And only one of those. Everything up here is a one of a kind. So let me know which one you like. And of course the purple sapphire, which I left right up there. That just, again, that's a gimme. That's here as well, $12.99. Just want to make sure you saw the merengue in all its very special glory because that is a really good one. So there's our purple sapphire in the back center, Tanzanite right in front of that. On the right side is your Paraiba for $16.99 in the back right and the zircon in the front right. And then we've got the diamond ring in the back left, which is $9.99. Oh my goodness. And that's going to be followed by the merengue spinel I just added. That merengue is $1,888 only, and one caller will take it. And what else would you like before we go? This is last call on the show. We've got still the Tanzanite drop earrings. The big sapphire bracelet is here as well. And anything else on that wheel you'd like to have, it's all going to be $29.99 or less. We're back tomorrow at Thursday night. I don't know what we're going to be broadcasting on tomorrow. I do not know. I hope so. I hope we'll be back on our normal platforms, but bear with us. And remember, you always have us online. Usually online is the most, at this point, the most fully functioning way to watch the show. So TVON.com, Facebook, and also YouTube have a TVON avenue. You can watch us live streaming there. So if we're on the air, we should be streaming there. So here's your last call on anything on that wheel. Thanks again for being with me tonight. It's been a pleasure as always. Thanks for spending a few minutes with us tonight. We appreciate it. And again, I apologize for all the broadcasting issues. I wish it was our fault. We'd be able to fix it, but it's unfortunately out of our hands. So we're dealing with some of those, I don't know, those technological things that happen that are far above my pay grade. So again, hopefully we'll be back tomorrow on all of our television avenues, and you'll check with us then. If not, online is always a good way to go. And we'll see you guys tomorrow night at 7. So I hope to see you then. We got 3 hours of jewelry coming up tomorrow for you as well, but I would not rely on any of those pieces being here tomorrow, because that's what happens after we go off the air, is a lot of these pieces do go out to their great homes, and we hope you'll shop them at your leisure, but in the next few minutes, because that's all our phone lines stay open for. So we encourage you to call right now, and we'll help you out. We got some 1888 spinel, $9.99 diamond and platinum and 18 karat gold ring in the back, purple sapphire for $12.99, Tanzanite for $19.99, Paraiba $16.99, and the golden zircon of my dreams is right there for $29.99 if you'd like any of those. Thanks again for being with us. Hope you had a great Wednesday. Hope you have a good Thursday. We'll rendezvous tomorrow night, 7 o'clock Pacific time. That is 9 p.m. Central time and 10 p.m. Eastern. So we look forward to seeing you all then, whether it's television or online, or maybe you want to head out to the studio. I don't know. We might have to do live shows here, but we'll see. We'll figure that out. Thanks again for just joining us. We appreciate you spending some time with us and watching and shopping. And like I said, if you have any questions, we're still here taking your phone calls. So just dial in right now. We'll be right with you, and we'll help you out with those pieces or beyond. Thanks so much, everybody. From all of us at TVON, I'm Lauren Blair. Have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow.